Absolutely. How y'all doing this evening? Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is a Painful Excellence podcast. I see the family in here. And things were kind of left on a cliffhanger yesterday. And there was some things said in the chat. I was told that it seems that I blame women for everything. Okay. I blame women for everything. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to define blame real quick. To say or think that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad happening. That's what blame means. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce you to our sister. How you doing, good sis?
I'm good. Hi, everybody. My name is Naraya Shiloh, and I am here to support my brother Drew. And we're going to figure this thing out. Are we blaming women, or we just want women, wanting them to take accountability? Because there's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference. So what I'm going to do is, oh, there she go. Oh, here goes our other sister. Black Vision in the building. Salute, sis. How are you?
Salute. Sorry, I got kicked off. Hey, everybody. Hey, to the chat. Sorry.
Hey, sis.
That.
How are you?
I'm good, Queen. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Well, we're gonna cook here. I'm gonna read again what the term blame means. The term blame. All right. Well, let me give you an example. Blaming others involves making someone else responsible for the choices and decisions that are actually your own responsibility. So when we say blame, am I blaming women, or am I just stating a fact? So I'm going to refer to some of my past shows. Marry Before You Carry was one of my shows. The Men Women Can Do Without. I was talking about the 16% of dudes that ain't worth a damn. How feminism was sold to women. Y'all remember the Cosmopolitan article I pulled up and I went for it word for word? Y'all remember that? Why are women divorcing at a high rate? Y'all remember that show? Tiara Mack up here twerking on her head with all of that education, but she's twerking on her head for votes in the thong on the beach. Remember that? And she's an educated black woman, by the way. The hobosexual and the women that choose them. Y'all know what a hobosexual is, right? The dude that lives up in your house, eats all your food, drives your car. Why is he living with you? And you're paying all the bills, the cell phone bills, the rent, and everything else. Why is that man in your house? What is he bringing to the table other than good penis? So I'm just going to jump around here. Let's start here because we always end up here. Okay, black single mothers. I looked up somewhere, it says they're at a 64% rate. I want to know why marriage is down, but marriage is down. Black single mothers at a 64% rate, but Black men are the most involved dads. I want to go to Nira. How do I say your name? I want to get it right.
It's Naraya.
Naraya, let's go to you first, good sister. And I'm gonna step to the back, and you go ahead and cook on that.
Okay, what tell me the question again. I'm sorry.
Black single mothers are at like a 64% rate. All right, it's pretty high. It's more than half. I want to know, why are they single? Why do you think Black mothers are single? Let's start there. I'm gonna step to the back. You go ahead, and then when you're done, you can kick it to Black Vision.
Okay. I believe that being a single mother is incentivized. You know, it's beneficial to me sometimes to have a kid without being married, because I can still get all the benefits. I can get money for that child. I can get food stamps. I can get childcare. I can get all of these things. What if the man that I had the child with, you know, he can't provide certain things, right? The government can. So being a single mom would be the route that I would go. You know what I mean? Because it's a means of survival. I can get a house. I can get everything that I need just by having a kid.
You're on mute, sis.
I'm going to pass the baton over to you, sis.
Go ahead, Black Vision. Go ahead, sis. Cook.
Yeah, I feel like it's glorified. Social media and the internet, you know, you see a lot of that out there, that when it comes to the Black woman, that's the big deal, the baby shower, the gender reveal. That's more important than being a wife. From experience, just from what I've seen, what I know in my own community, that's what it seems like. That it's just a lot of you're striving to be the baby mom, but not striving to be the wife. So with that comes the consequence of being single mothers, and being single mothers at a high rate, because being the baby mama, getting that check, seems to be more of a initiative, tempting, than being that wife.
So would you say that it is more beneficial for women to be single than it is to be married in this
Absolutely
atmosphere?
not. I don't think it's beneficial, because a child needs both parents. I saw a study that said that
Right.
a child
Beneficial financially.
I mean, they said that if the report that I saw said that a child that's raised in a two-parent household, right, you know, they have a great chance of success. A child raised with a father will have the same success rate as being raised in a two-parent household versus a single mother. You know, the statistics for that child, you know, being successful is you know, it's not high. So that tells you something, the importance of having that man in that house.
Oh yeah, it's definitely important.
So why? So that pretty much explains, based off of what you said and what Black Vision said. Okay, when a woman decides to be a single mother, because that's what she's doing, she's deciding to be a single mother. It's a choice.
Yeah, it's definitely a choice.
Deciding to be a single mother. Once you decide to be a single mother, all right, automatically you're setting your child up for failure. Automatically. But the benefits, it's like the women are rewarded for being single parents.
That's what I mean. It's incentivized. Like, you get everything that you need. I don't need a man. You know what I mean? I can be somebody's sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? But I don't need to have you in my house, because I'm getting everything that I need without a man, without the father.
Now, are y'all aware anything about the history of this thought process, and how did we get here as a community? Are y'all aware about anything about that? Like how to start?
From videos you shared with me, yeah. Just from the videos you shared, but before that, I didn't know.
Right. Now, the videos I shared, talk to me about the videos that I shared with you on Instagram.
So it was just basically about the history of how we got here. just saying things like pointing out how there was a certain point in time in, I believe it was the early 60s, maybe, or
Now
in
the
the
videos I
60s,
sent,
but
they were old, weren't they?
yeah,
Those were
they
old,
were
old
old, they
clips.
were black and white, but yeah, they were talking about how, like, basically putting the man out of the household, choosing
Thank you.
the government benefits over the man of the house, and it just was a snowball effect to where we are today.
So it's fair to say that I didn't make any of that stuff up. I didn't
I
make it
don't
up
believe
because
so.
I wasn't born until
No.
1975.
No, you know what? Even if you look at the movie Claudine, right?
Oh
And
yes.
when and when she had her man and the welfare worker was coming, they running, they hiding the iron, he hiding in the closet because you can't
Yes,
have a man and get help. That's what they did to us. That was part of how they broke up the family structure. And even from that
that's
movie,
facts.
Gladys Knight had a song called Mr. Welfare. Have you
Mhm.
ever listened to the words of that song, Mr. Welfare?
Sure have.
Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. And it's describing exactly what we're living now, magnified,
Right.
except now they added child support onto it. Before it was just the welfare system, now they've
Mhm.
added child support on top of that.
See what I mean? So it's safe to say that I didn't make any of that stuff up. It predates me. It predates a lot of the people in the chat. Okay, with the exception of probably Night Train. You understand? So I didn't make this up. And the reason why I bring this stuff up is because in order to understand how we got here, we have to understand what happened that put us on the track to get here. And the reason why you have to understand how it started is because
We got to come to a
we we
solution.
we,
How can
we
we?
we're going to be doomed to repeat it if we don't
Right.
understand what happened. We're going to be doomed to repeat it. That's why everything I talk about, you understand, it's different branches, but it all leads to the same thing. And I'm gonna get to that same thing because it always happens. So I'm just jumping around here.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
How do it's great for us to go back to see, what steps were taken and how we got to this point. But I think we also need to figure out how do we let women know that it's a problem, because a lot of them don't even think that it's a problem. So we can backtrack and talk about historical things and what happened.
Just
But
talking about it, I
yeah, but
feel.
because some of them don't even think it's a problem.
Well,
Right. A lot of
and
them.
that's the problem in itself. And you see,
Right.
this is why platforms like this and sisters like yourselves is so important, because when I say things, I'm told that I'm beating a dead horse. I don't kill horses. I don't know what that is. I'm told that I'm blaming women for everything. And all I'm doing is pointing out historical facts. And what's abnormal to me is normalized today. All right. You can't talk about anything today. I'll tell her, like, 80% of our Black women are overweight. But
That's a
I'll get on
fact.
here and I'll say, yo, look, your sisters need to get into shape. And I'll get somebody in the chat saying you're fat shaming. No, you're overweight. Y'all know when y'all over. Everyone knows when they're overweight. Let's not do that.
Right.
Okay. So this, I remember when that song came out in the 90s. That's Just My Baby Daddy. That song
Right.
enraged me. I was in my 20s when that came out. That song enraged me. But you know what? Fast forward, that
Here we
became
are.
normalized. There's more baby mamas out here than there are married couples. Notice I said baby mamas, because y'all not gonna like these numbers. Because when I bring up the numbers, I've had the sisters in here saying that they don't believe in the statistics. They don't believe in the data. Okay, they don't believe in it. So I was just asking, what do you believe? Now, last week, Wednesday, I was saying, it seems like I'm blaming women for everything. Well, you know what? Tell me I'm saying something without just saying it. All right. But if you look at everything that I've said, I'm backing it up with a numerical with digits. I'm backing it up. If you can find something else to contradict anything that I've said, please do.
They do with their feelings. That's what they do. It's like, I don't feel that these numbers are right. I don't think. That's not my experience. So their experience supersedes statistics.
Right. And I tell these sisters all the time, there's a world outside your hood. I don't care if you knew 40 niggas from high school that did the opposite of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is those 40 niggas aren't the 40 niggas I grew up with. Yep. It's definitely not. So let me pull this up. Let's deal with this. National statistics: more than 20 million black babies have been aborted since 1973 Roe versus Wade. U.S. Supreme Court decision legalized abortion in our country. Non-Hispanic black women have a significantly higher abortion rate, 23.8 per 1,000 women of reproductive age, than that of non-Hispanic whites, 6.6, and Hispanics, 11.7. 38.4% of all reported abortions in the United States in 2019 were performed on black women. However, only about 13.4% of the total population is black. So 13.4%, but in that 13.4%, 38.4% have had these deletions. These are the same sisters that turn around there and say that there aren't any good men. So for them not to have any good men, everybody fucking.
You know, they say that the most dangerous place for a baby is in the womb of a black woman.
Wow. Wow.
And when I heard that same, right, and it just did something to my spirit when I heard it.
Yeah, it's painful to hear that.
Yeah.
That sucks, man.
We're the almost nearly extinct. This ain't a game.
Now listen to this. Those 20 million deletions since 1970, what was that? 1973? 2 years before I was born.
I was born in 74.
Okay. So 20 million. You think those women were pregnant with black kids? I would like to assume so. A majority of them were. So when these brothers come back and say, yo, look, man, the reality is black women have killed more black babies than police. Time out, y'all.
Whoa! What?
I don't want to laugh because this is serious, but that's funny.
Yeah, yo, look,
that's scary.
These are the numbers, y'all. And when I got on here and tried to candy coat it, y'all don't remember this show? And I'm talking to the chat. Y'all don't remember the show when I said, look, brothers, sisters, we got to make a deal. We got to put the bullshit aside and start pairing up because our numbers are dwindling. Y'all numbers are doing. You remember when I did that show? I said, look, okay, bullshit aside. We got to just bury the hatchet and pair up because y'all remember this show I did the other week? Who's going to take care of the strong, independent black woman in 30 years? Remember when I made that show? I'm talking to y'all. Not saying, yo, look at y'all. This is out of concern. Because if I didn't give a shit, I could clearly get on here and start talking about the latest Kanye West, whatever thing he said. You know, I don't care about that. He got money. He's good. But who's going to take care of you? When y'all partying to Beyonce, all my single ladies, she married to a billionaire. These fools, Ciara just put out a single woman song. She's married to a millionaire. What is she talking about? And when I talk about things like this, I'm bullying. I just want to blame women for everything. Wait a minute. And then they say, and I'm waiting for 3 women in particular to be in the chat. They're probably listening or they don't want to make their presence known. I don't know. But look, it was said to me last week. They're single women because these fathers ain't sticking around and doing their job. And I said, okay. But there's a small percentage of fathers that are sticking these women and leaving them high and dry. It's a small percentage because the majority are involved in their lives. So what are y'all, children? Y'all don't know how to pick men? The society coddles y'all because y'all are awarded for y'all fucked up behavior. And that's what I've been saying. Y'all chose the government over having us in the fucking house. I said that. But y'all don't want to deal with that. The numbers are what it is. I pull up something else, man. Y'all thought I was gonna let that shit rock? 19.91 million black men in America, 33% account for the black men who are married. 6,570,300 black men. 85% of that number are married to black women, which comes out to 5,584,755 black men married to black women. 69.4% of all black children are born out of wedlock. 30.6% of black children are fathered by black men within marriage. 30.6% of 5,584,755 is 1,708,935 black children born within marriage. 13% of unmarried black men are making 69.4% of the children in the, what does it say down there? In the black community. Read that last bottom line. 13.2% of unmarried black men are making 69.4% of the children in the black community.
Those are the habitual baby daddies.
Yep. Facts.
Ladies, to the ladies that this applies to, y'all fucking the same dude.
Yep, it's the habitual baby daddies. Those the Nick Cannons of the hood.
You ever heard of community dick? You ever heard of that? That one dude that hangs around these group of chicks and he slept with all of them at some point within the 2 years. I knew dudes like that. I've been that dude. Difference is I strapped up. Community dick, y'all heard that?
Yeah.
13% of these dudes are responsible for almost 70% of the births out of marriage. Y'all don't know how to pick men. I said that. I've been saying that. But y'all don't believe in facts, data, and statistics. That's fine. But you look at the community and it's proving me right. Show me something different. Am I blaming women for everything? Or are these the numbers?
These are the numbers.
Mean, you gotta look at it. If you meet a dude and you know that he got 5 other kids, what makes you think that your 6th, 7th child is gonna be different? Like, what's making you different than the other 5 baby mamas? Right. But then you want to say he made me, he tricked me, he manipulated me. No, he didn't. He did that 5 other times. You saw his pattern, his behavior. That's your choice. Come on.
Sis, I told the story. I did a whole show on this dude. My boy plays ball with this guy. He has some sort of league, right? And he plays with this dude. This dude, I'm 6'2". This dude's like 6'5", 6'6". Slender dude. He looked like a young Rick Fox. You know the ball player Rick Fox? Mm-hmm. Looks like him. He got that. He's one of those Negroes with the good hair, and he got like green eyes or something. And I just met him that night. Me and my boy, we went out for drinks or whatever, and we at this lounge. And I'm like, yeah, man. So what do you do for a living? Yeah, a little this, a little that. In other words, he's unemployed. I'm like, all right. So we talking about children, whatever. He's like, I'm a family man myself. I'm married happily. I'm like, what about you? And he smiles and he says, yeah, I got 5 kids, I said, really? I said, well, what's your story? In other words, how many baby mamas you got? He said he had 5 kids, right? 5 women. 5 women.
It happens every day.
I sat back and I said, word? Right now, the first baby mama, if she came to me and said, I got hoodwinked, I'll let her have that. I'll be like, okay, whatever, But 2 knew about 1, 3 knew about 2 and 1, 4 knew about 3, 2 and 1, and 5 knew about all of them.
Yep.
Right? And he's sitting there with this
5 thought she was the cure-all that was going to change him.
That's
It's
right.
like
Now
a
watch.
20 card pileup. Like after the first 2 cards hit, like when you get to like the 17th, 18th, 19th card, like you didn't hit your brakes. Like that's what
Right.
it's like. Like
No, and
Because no one's paying attention.
it's horrible. Now wait, it gets worse. But wait, it gets worse. He's sleeping with 4 and 5. He's still sleeping with them. Okay, he's still sleeping with 4 and 5, right? He's engaged to be married to this woman that works for sanitation. He's about to marry her. He's sleeping with her. All right, so he's about to be married, sleeping with the fiance. He's sleeping with 4 and 5 baby mamas, number 4 and 5. He can't work on the books because everyone is waiting for him to get a job so he can pay child support. And he's talking to me like, yo, man, you know how it is, and I'm like,
no, I don't.
Nah, I don't. And here's the funny part. He ain't got a dime to his name because he lives with his mama. He ain't got a dime to his name, right? And I said, wow, that's not Nick Cannon. That's not Future. That's not NBA Youngboy. He has not a dime. But as we were sitting in the lounge, some chicks at the bar walked up to him. Excuse me, what's your name? And he told them. She said, oh, yeah, my homegirl, my girl over there, she thinks you're cute. Here's a number on the napkin. And I'm like, she wasn't sitting here when we was talking. She didn't hear anything. And I told my boy, I said, you know what I think? I don't think it'd mattered much. I don't think it'd mattered much. Nope. Handsome brother. But yeah.
Because they think we think that we are the one that is going to be able to change this man, make him be this upright citizen. He got potential. If I love him, give him this good stuff, he going to be different with me.
Right.
Now, let's pause right here. Did I say anything that was fraudulent in reference to where we at as a community? Did I say anything fraudulent?
No.
Am I blaming women? Because you remember what I just read what blame meant.
You're not blaming, you just highlighting some key points.
Just stating facts. It's facts. At the end of the day, you could get mad or not. And if you do get mad, then the facts is probably talking about your ass, because anyone with common sense can see that us within the Black community, there's a huge problem. And clearly it shows that Black women, you're a part of the problem. So it's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now, so the sisters that I was going back and forth with, they're not in the chat. I don't know. They might be listening or whatever. One of the sisters says, okay, well, what's the end game? I'll get to that later. But I want to pull this up right here, because, people don't believe in stuff. Look, Black marital status. Okay. Married, Black, 30%. Divorced, 12%. Never married was 50%, right? In between, you see separated, you see divorced, and you see widow. Black men, 33%. Okay. Black woman, 27%. Black men never married, 52%. Black women, 48%. Now listen, all of this talk about women being boss chicks and everything, I'm just wondering, where the bosses at? Sisters go to school the most and y'all get the most education, but I turn around, y'all got the most student loan debt, and it's hot girl summer from the age of 18 to like 35, and these women just seem to think that we're disposable things. We're just going to be around whenever you're ready. Mm-hmm. And what's been happening lately, what we found out was that women are being more responsible with their penises, which was a total contradiction of what we've seen on television and what we've read about and heard on the radio. Because Black men are irresponsible. We knock chicks up. We don't stick around. Come to find out that was a lie. We're the most involved, whether we're married or not. If we got a baby mama, we're still involved. Mm-hmm. We're still involved. The numbers prove that. Now, I can't speak for anyone else's situation in the chat because some of the sisters might have a horror story, but that don't speak to a lot of my friends. Some of my friends got children out of wedlock, but their kids are grown now, and they love their kids, and their kids love them. They never had that problem. But here's what I'm asking. Being that men are responsible for their penises, why is today's modern woman mad at them for that? I
Because
don't know.
who are you to have standards? See, Black men have been taught to just take from Black women, right? No matter how bad we act, no matter how, funky we talk to you, you all have been trained from your mamas, your grandmamas, your aunties. That's just how women are. You know how women are. And so now the modern man is like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this attitude. I'm not dealing with you talking to me crazy. I'm not dealing with you feeling like you don't have to contribute anything in this relationship. I'm not dealing with you with this entitled attitude. And these women are like, who the hell you think you are? Well, I'm going to go outside my race now to see if I can find a sucker that's going to let me behave this way and act this way. This is why they started that whole we divesting from you guys now, because that was a scare tactic for Black men to act right, to be like, oh no, they're going to leave us and go, with the white boys or the Hispanics. But when brothers was like, okay, divest, we're going to get some passports. What happened?
Uh-oh, stop right there. Now you see, family? Every conversation I had, it always ends up at the passport, bros. Now, I didn't do this. My guest did. You see? And that's a Black woman talking. These are two Black women talking.
Mm-hmm.
You see? She mentioned passports. I said nothing. You see? Go back and watch last week's episode. Watch the last hour. And I said last week, isn't it always funny how it always ends up at the passport bros? Why do they exist? They're not brothers that just took an action out of nowhere. The passport bros are a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It's a reaction.
Yep.
And it's been brewing since 1965 of us being thrown out the house, of Black women choosing the government over us being told we wasn't shit, we'll be dead in jail, we sell drugs, we're bad parents. Okay, we're just bad. Come to find out, a lot of us said, you know what, I'm not like that. I don't know where they're getting this from, but I'm not going to live like that.
Right.
Turn out, millions of us say, no, we're not like that. Come to find out. And all they told y'all was, we'll pay for your food, we'll put a roof over your head, just go to school. And what's happened to the economy? Our economy's fucked off. What's happened to the raising of our children? We're raising a bunch of soy boys and women that think like men. And they're not. They're getting all this education. And when they graduate from school, instead of getting something that's an infrastructure, what are they doing? They're getting secretary jobs that pay $42,000 a year. But the man with a high school education, he'll stand up on that building and risk his life and build a building with beams and bricks, and he'll make six figures and have a high school education. But the wife makes $42,000 and she's a secretary supervisor. But she thinks she's better than him because of that goddamn bachelor's.
Right.
We're backwards. We were hustling backwards. And all I said was, in 1965, the Black woman chose the government over having a man in the goddamn house. And I was told that I'm blaming women for everything. And then I said, all of this, the passport bros, this was the last straw. And I told y'all, when I had Rachel Dornaire on here, for y'all sisters that don't know, Rachel Dornaire is married to Nonito Dornaire, Hall of Fame Filipino boxer. And she got caught up in this shit. She called me on the phone and asked me, what the fuck's going on with the Black woman dumping on the Filipinas? And I had to explain to her, and I couldn't just tell her in 10 seconds. I had to tell her, well, Rachel, you got an hour. And I said, I'm gonna start in 1965. And we was on the phone all that time because I had to explain it, because to her, it came out of nowhere. Because she was like, what happened? What did we do to her? What did we do to them? I said, nothing. You know what's happening? Niggas is going to your island and marrying the women. That's all.
And they don't know, and Black women don't know how to compete with those kind of women.
They don't.
We know how to compete with each other. We know how to compete with a white girl and maybe a Hispanic girl, but now you going all the way over to these other countries. We don't know how to compete with these exoticals.
It's triggering. And here was the bad part. I was trying to prevent that, because here's what happened. Black men, we've developed a thick skin. We've learned to tune the negativity out from irrational black women. You know, I've been doing it since my teens. Oh, you motherfucker, da 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 da. And shit, shorty this tall be talking like she gonna kick my ass. I'm like, oh man.
Right.
And I'll just leave her standing there. I don't get into that. I just whatever, I'm out of here. But what happened was we tuned them out, and I don't consider, of course I'm not a passport bro, but I support what these brothers are doing. Right?
Right.
These brothers tuned them out. But what these sisters did was they went on and insulted the women in these other countries. That's how this started. So I told the brothers, listen, don't get involved in that. Don't get on your simp shit and start trying to defend what does Dennis Sperling call it? Your goddess simp chip.
Yes.
Don't leave it off. Turn it off, rip it out your head, crush it, and throw it on the floor.
But that's a tactic that black women use, though. That's part of the manipulation. You know what I mean? To get you to do what we want you to do.
Right.
You know, again.
Treat me like a queen. I'm a queen. Treat me like a queen. And I feel like what really, when it comes to the passport bros and black men, period, I feel like we've gotten to a place where black men know their value, understand their value, and are demanding respect from black women. That's where I feel like we're at. And that's why they're like, we're not putting up with this.
We're very simple
creatures. Being degraded.
And the worst of the worst that these women talk about, that's a small percentage. I never said men are perfect. I said it's just a small percent. It's not 50-50. And you see, you ever been in a debate with someone and they just say, look, we agree to disagree. No. No. That means you still on that bullshit. Don't say, well, I feel. No. Your feelings are based off of just that, feelings. I deal with the facts. I feel I shouldn't have to go to work tomorrow. It's about to snow and I drive a bus. I feel I shouldn't have to go to work tomorrow, but I can't call out. I gotta go. That's just it. I feel I should stay home. But the city of New York says, you're gonna be in big trouble if you don't show up. That's just it. So fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings. We're dealing with reality here.
The reality.
But you know what though? You know what though? I mean, if we look over like the past 10 years, this is when this whole black women thing started happening, when they started becoming the new Karens. You know what I'm saying? When they started with the black girl magic and all of this stuff, they just started perpetuating and feeding all of this
independent black woman.
Yeah. And they left black boys out, right? So you got black girls rock, not little black boys rock, right? So that's where the separation and stuff started. That's where they started pumping up their heads. And now we are here. And then you got the boss bitches, the bad bitches, the hot girls, the city girls. I'm going to get my body done. I want to, perpetuate this image.
Fucking for a bag.
Yes.
For shoes, fucking for clothes.
I got that. All of that stuff. This is why we have what we have, and what burns.
Fuck nigga free.
What does that even mean? That one. I'm like, come on. Like when I was young, I loved black men. Like I've always loved black men. You know what I mean? I've always respected black men. I was a 5%er growing up, right? So like in my teenage years. So it gave me a lot of knowledge of self and understanding and really being able to respect the black man. And I think that a lot of these modern women, their mamas, the school systems, nobody is teaching them the importance of black men.
That's exactly what it is.
How do they contribute? Because you growing up in a single house with your mother, your aunt, your grandmother, so you don't have a man in the house, except maybe your brother who y'all all boss around and make him y'all slave. You know, they're not being taught what a black man is. He more than just a penis. He more than just a check. That's your protection. That's the one that balances out your mama when she bugging out and screaming. Daddy come through and calm everything down. You know, with a nice, gentle hand. You know, and that's what these young girls are missing.
Yeah, that's just the consequence of being raised in a home where there's not a man. How are you going to recognize what a black man is if you weren't raised around one?
That part.
Let me read this. The truth, black fathers are more involved. We cannot equate the number of unmarried dads to the number of fatherless children. First of all, marriage rates don't necessarily reflect the number of black fathers living with their children. As writer Josh Leves point out, the majority of black dads, 2.5 million of around 4.2 million, do live with their kids, even if they're not married to their partner. That was from the CDC, y'all. That was from the CDC. And I'm looking at something from blackdemographics.com. African American income, median earnings biweekly, 25 years and older men, $991 a week. 25 years and over for black women, $867 a week. But they are kicking our ass in education. They got all these fancy schmancy degrees, but they're not reflecting in the bank account.
Yeah, they can't even pay for these degrees after with the jobs that they're getting. And
now
you're the most enrolled.
Now watch this. I'm glad you said that, because they're the most enrolled, and by the time they're 35, they're done. They got their degrees, but now they have a student loan, and now they want to sit down, and if they're lucky, they ain't spit out a child between 18 and 35, and now they're out on a date with a man that is childless, who's accomplished something, and he has to factor in, okay, if she becomes my wife, that student loan, that $100,000 student loan debt, I'm responsible for that.
Yep.
I got to pay for that. Because a lot of these sisters, they want to be stay-at-home wives, stay-at-home mothers.
Could we unpack that a little bit? Like,
yes,
let's go. With that same situation you're talking about, with this sister who, she 35, got the kid, trying to find a man, right? Mm-hmm. How could you want to be a stay-at-home mother and this is not that man's child? Like, how do women think that somebody else is supposed to go ahead and do all of the things that the actual biological father didn't do, but you requiring this man? We a package deal. No, we're not.
Right.
We're not a package deal.
I'm sorry. We'll have the nerve to get mad if the man says no.
Yes, he don't want it. No, I don't want to raise nobody else's child.
Right. And then be quick to turn around and be like, oh, well, I don't want to deal with you or your baby mama drama. So if you got a baby mama, I'm not messing with you, but I want you to come over here and play stepdaddy to my kid.
It's a bad deal.
And me playing the baby mama to your kids, they live with their mother. My child is going to live in a house with you. You're going to pay for this child. You're going to be a part of this child's everyday existence. I don't understand that.
Right.
It's a bad deal. I just one of the brothers on the gram just shared me a video. I think I sent it to you, Black Vision, where this dude was having a complete meltdown. Baby mama was recording him, but the kid was like spraying him with something, right? And he was so frustrated. He had a full beard. He was spitting on his beard, and she got the phone up recording him. And he's talking about what he pay in the house, whatever. And this little badass little boy is squirting him with something. And I'm reading, and it's not even his child. I'm like, man, that's all I could do not to feel gold that kid. You understand what I'm saying? That's a bad deal. He paid for everything in there, and I don't know what she did to piss him off. But when you get to the point where you're having a meltdown like that, it's time to go. It's a bad deal.
But
and
wait,
all we're saying...
How is she allowing her child to disrespect this man, and she's recording it, not stopping her kid? Like, she's not saying anything to the son.
No,
she's just
she let him do whatever he wanted to do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up the video. I'm gonna pull up the video because I got annoyed looking at it.
Where that guy, he gave his baby mom some money to get his son a PlayStation 5, and instead she went and spent it on her other kids. And was telling the guy, oh, well, their dad isn't around and they need stuff. He's like, that's not my problem. She was recording him too. Like, well, my other kids needed stuff and you gave me the money. So, like,
and I bet you there were women that was co-signing that. Like, well, the other kids, you should have did for all the kids. Maybe you shouldn't have did. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't
backwards. It doesn't make any sense. Just like that whole uproar on the internet where the guy bought McDonald's for his kid and not the other kid, so the mom went and cut it in four. Like, And
Here it
everyone,
is.
oh, he should have brought him off something for what? Those ain't his
Where they
kids.
daddies at?
The same way these black women don't want to play stepmama, they don't want to play stepdaddy.
And
Like,
they don't
come on now.
have to.
Here
And
it
they
is.
don't
Look,
have to.
here it is.
I ain't getting the bed. Ain't no bed. I bed you when you not here. Every day when you go to work. You like I did something to you. I did nothing to you.
I asked you what that smell was yesterday. You said my breath, right?
Jane, what the? That's a joke. You saw the instance in right there.
No.
All it was some spray on the floor. What the fuck is spray
Stop,
got to
son.
do with anything? I did nothing to you. I take care of your kids.
But don't take care of them. Yeah, that's nasty.
I did nothing wrong right here.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing
Mm-hmm.
but help you.
Mm-hmm. Like I haven't been helping you.
Why are you doing?
If anything, you've been making us late on rent.
Cause this your fault.
This your fault. This your fault.
My mama.
I had my hair for the rent.
Man, hell. Damn my
So
hell.
why you didn't have your hair?
Why'd you record? Oh, wow. Great. I'll take that back.
That right there, that's emotional terrorism right there. And did you see the little boy looking back at his mother when he was doing it though? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'd have slapped the shit out that little boy. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd have field goaled that kid through the sheetrock. I'm
I'd
dead
have
ass.
slapped the shit out of him.
Yo,
The lack of
listen,
respect.
I've dated women with children, and only one of them, it went kind of like within the year. But I told her one day, I said, yo, your son he's out of line. He told me one day, we was out at Ride Playland. It's like an amusement park not too far from me. And I paid for everything. And he's eating a hot dog and he's like fidgeting and stuff. I said, oh, yeah, sit down, shorty. You know what he said to me? You're not my dad. And you know how you got to put your arm around a kid? You ever had your father put your arm around you and you're in public, but it's not a love thing. It's like you're in the death lock because he's squeezing your shoulder. So I gave him that. And I said, listen, I ain't your dad. Where's your dad? Oh, I'm sorry. He's away in jail. He's not coming out. That hot dog was $6. I'll be damned if you drop it. Sit your ass down and eat this
I
hot dog.
slapped it out his hand. He ain't eating nothing. You ain't
I know
eating
that's
nothing.
right.
Tell your father to get it.
And he stood there with the hot dog. Ah! She come up. She's like, what happened? I said, ask him what happened. And she tried to say, well, you got to relax. I ain't got to do nothing. I done put grocery in the house. I done bought this shit. All I asked him to do was sit down. I said, did he tell you what he said to me? He said, I'm not his father. And guess what? I'm not. I had no, I eventually left her ass, but I mean, come on.
Who want to deal with that?
Nobody.
I knew at that trip I didn't want to deal with it. She just had a fat ass. I was with it for the beats. I was in my 20s. And when I got done, I was done. When she was replaced by the chick with no kids with a fat ass, I left her.
Right.
She was supposed to say, yo, chill. I'm trying to get you a new daddy. Chill.
Like, you gotta
your
act
daddy
right.
ain't coming out.
They should have a plan, right? They should just have a plan where everybody got some act right. Everybody know how to behave. Everybody is making this, like, catering to this man that we trying to bring in here to take care of us. Like, you're not the prize. You and the baby are not the prize to this man that doesn't have one. So I don't know why they think that. Like, y'all need to be reeling him in and showing him what's beneficial to him being a part of the family. Man,
I got another article here
with a fat ass that ain't got no kids.
And that's just what I did. That's just what I did. And that's what I tell these sisters. You 35 and let me park here for a minute. These chicks be 35, right? And let's say they're in shape, but they got a kid. Well, you know what? Let's say they have no kid and they ain't shape. They 35. Now they sitting across a 42-year-old and he's making himself something. He's made something of himself. he's 6 figures, middle credit score, damn near 800. He got his own house, his own car. Now he's looking to reproduce. And now this shorty's sitting across the dinner table from him, and he says, okay. And I ask these chicks, but what would you tell that man? What would you bring to the table? And they start leading with how much money they make and their education. As if we give a fuck about any of that.
Right.
So I asked the woman, okay, let's say you bring in the education and you bring in your own money and whatever. Somewhere there's a college student built better than you with younger ovaries. You got to tell that man why it's beneficial for him to pick you instead of the girl that's 25,
right,
instead of 35. Go. And you'd be amazed at the shit I hear. You'd be amazed.
They all really think it's about money. It's about money and stature. That's not what it is. Like, that man need a peace of mind. Can you keep a home? Can y'all have a conversation and you not doing all of this yelling in his face?
Can you raise a child? Can you raise a child?
Can you
Are
cook?
you a good mother?
Can you clean? Can you?
There's more to parenting than just popping them out.
Men are so simple, but women make it very hard. Men are very simple in what their needs are. You know what I mean? You respect your man, you keep a house, you be his peace, you build him up. You know, it's not all about the things. It's not even about sex. Yeah, they want sex, but that's not going to get you everything. And that's what these women think. If I just lay on my back, because after we have sex, do you like me? What we're going to talk about after we finish screwing. So it's more than just sex. And they don't get it.
Check this out. Y'all remember months ago? Right, check this out. I did a show a few months ago. And I reviewed a woman that and I don't like talking bad about certain people, but I match energy. And this woman did a TikTok. And we're going to get to your TikTok in a minute. But this woman did a TikTok. I know you saw it. About her standards of what she wants in a man. And they were so off the rails. And what made it worse was that shorty looked like Biggie with a bonnet on. Do you remember that video?
I did, yes.
And
she's
the only thing nice about her, she had straight teeth and she had a nice voice. But I was like, is she for real? Because I'm like, a chick that looks like the baddest chick in the world wouldn't get that from me. She wanted to go on 2 vacations and she don't want to cook and nothing. And I'm like, on top of that, who this fat ugly bitch thinks she is? On top of that,
she can have that.
Yeah. And then now, if y'all remember, I reviewed that. And for those of you that was watching my show that night, you know what happened? Because I pulled it up on another YouTube screen. A dating site for Asian women came up.
Oh, wow.
You might not remember that. Who remembers that in the chat? I know Rod was here, Love His Word was here, and I was like, holy shit. I said, I didn't plan that. It was a YouTube commercial. Why to date an Asian woman? And I went through it. And I was on here screaming like, yo, I didn't plan that. And it was like the universe and the internet was saying, why y'all dealing with this fat, ugly bitch? When y'all can go to the Philippines or somewhere in Asia and get an agreeable woman with the hair that they purchase. You dig? And I didn't plan that. Phenomenal Mexican was there. Y'all were there. But Love Is the Word, you was there. You see? And how dare her? And see, this, stay here to deal with that or get your passport and explore your options. Not only in the Philippines and Thailand, but you know the brothers are going to Africa too. They don't get no blacker than that. And all these sisters from these other countries are clapping back at these Black American women. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
Because at first, it's real funny how that flipped, right? Because at first, the Black American women were like, leave those women over there, run from these passport brothers. They just out to get you. Then they just totally turned on them. Now all of a sudden, you know, they stupid and they live with dirt roads and don't have indoor plumbing and they can't read and they can't, like seriously.
They ain't
Why
got the internet over there. They ain't got
what's
the
so
internet over there.
hard for us just to act right? Like, just act right. What is the problem of just conforming to being a feminine woman? That's it.
Talk to us about what you.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it has to do with a lot of these women were not raised by women. So again, if you weren't raised how to be a woman, how to know the difference between a man and a boy, it's just, this is the result of generations being raised by women that weren't women, that didn't know what the fuck they was doing either.
So how do we fix that? Like, wouldn't you think, like, maybe, okay, let me get a mentor? Or why are there women like you and myself saying these things? Maybe I should have a conversation with, you know, with them. Or, you know what I mean? Like,
because we can't fix the problem if no one's going to talk about it and recognize, like, hey, there's a problem here. Somebody has to step up and say, hey, through all the bullshit, let's just sit down and take some accountability real quick. Raise your hand if you need to be held accountable. Like, it's having those conversations, and it has to come from us Black women. It can't come from Black men. It can't come from people outside of our community, because how can you relate to anything I'm saying when you do not look like me? As a Black woman, I can relate more to you than I can to Drew. That's just a fact, because we're two Black women. So again, it needs to be heard and it needs to be said, coming out of the mouths of people that look just like them, Black women.
But you know what, sis? When we do that, when I try to have those conversations, I'm a mammy, I'm an Aunt Jemima, I'm a pick-me. And I have to tell these women every time, I've already been picked. You can look at my hands and tell. My children got their father, which is my husband. I have been picked. All I'm trying to do is school you and tell you, you know, things that I learned later on in my life. That when I'm teaching my daughter how to be a wife, you know what I mean? That's what we're missing. We're not teaching our kids, our daughters, how to be wives. You know, I don't deal with men because women are like, well, what about the men? I let men deal with men, right? And I let men can't do that. Who am I to tell a man what he should be doing? I'm talking to you, you know, and this is what you need to do as a woman, you know, but they lash out.
Right, and it happens to me too. And what I do, block and delete. I don't have time for that shit. I'm talking to the people who want to make a difference here. And there are people out here. There is some women out here that I guarantee they're hearing that little voice in their head, but they just ain't seen the right encouragement to listen to that shit louder. But that's what I do. I block and I delete. I'm not arguing with nobody on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
I can't believe that that's an actual, you know, I mean, that's crazy. It's the system's rigged, man. It's crazy. Now, I call out the 16%. I call them out by number. I did a whole show on it. Why women are avoiding the 16%. But I grew up with a couple of guys that fit that criteria. Literally 2 guys, and 2 out of 25 of my boys. That's only 2 of them. That's how I know it's not the majority. But I know that those 2 guys, they got a lot of tail from multiple women, and they got multiple children from multiple women. And they're not rich. They're not rich. So, you know, my brother Demon Kennedy and everyone else in the chat, they're asking where Shauna is. I don't know. She was on my live this morning.
Who's Shauna?
I don't know. Shauna is a regular. I know her personally. And she's very disagreeable. And everything that we're talking, if I was just here talking the same shit again by myself, she'd be in the chat disagreeing with everything. Oh, it's not every woman. I never said it was every woman. What I did say is it's a majority of women by way of the statistics. That's what I said. And then it's not we need to address the women. It's, well, what about the men? I always address the men. And what I am saying is it's a small percentage of men that are fucked off. I did a whole show about why women should avoid the 16%, because I'll never for the life of me understand why those 16% of dudes get all the tail. I'll never understand. What are y'all, babies? Y'all are not babies, are y'all? So that's why I'm doing this show, because last week, what was it, Wednesday, I left the show with a cliffhanger. And I said, I'm blaming women for everything. And I think our sister Shawa said, I don't know if she was talking to me or whatever, but I did read in the chat. She said, I don't know if she was directing it to me. I don't know. And trust me, everyone in here is family, so we can have a conversation. We ain't got to be rude, but we're just having a conversation.
Right.
I don't know if she was talking to me or not, but she said something to the effect of I'm pro men leaving the country to go find wives or whatever. Something she said, and I don't know if she was directing it towards me or talking about someone else. I don't know. But what I will say is this: I listen. I got younger cousins. I have a nephew, and look, I would rather them explore their options when they come of age, than to stay here and deal with this bullshit. Because marriage in the United States is a fucking trap.
Yeah.
It's a fucking trap. And especially when in states like California, it's a trap. You see Cali Enigma in there, he knows what time it is. He out there. All right. This is a trap. And all of you women that disagree with me, think about your sons, if you have any. Would you want them to bring home a chick that is listening to Meg Thee Stallion on her phone?
Right.
All right. Let me tell you about accountability. Out here in New York, before there was Bloods and Crips out here, we had a bunch of gangs out here: Nietas, Latin Kings, Autobots, Decepticons. There was really gangs out here called Decepticons. They were in Brooklyn, and they were deep, a lot of them. We went through a change in the from the 80s, late 80s, going into the 90s. We went from conscious rap, and then something happened. A group called NWA came out. And although they were talking about the problems going on in Los Angeles, something that we had no idea was happening over there, you know, helicopters, brothers running through the backyards and the gang problem and all that. Before we knew about all of that, what happened was gangster rap started to emerge, and it overshadowed brothers and sisters getting knowledge of self. I'm in New York. We used to go to Harlem every weekend to talk to the Africans over there and get the books. And we weren't pledging to anything, but we were just learning shit that we wasn't learning in school. Okay. And we appreciated that. And it was in our music. Public Enemy, KRS-One, Lakim Shabazz, all of these guys were coming out. Common, he was called Common Sense when he came out. That was his name. Yep. And we were doing something productive with something that we created. And then NWA came through, and we went back to the Stone Age. And then what happened was, in the 90s, Russell Simmons said, we have to rival the success of NWA. And what happened on the East Coast? A group called Onyx came out. Everyone's running around shaving their heads bald, slam dancing, and walking around mean mugging and carrying guns. And we just lost our way. What a difference 7 years makes.
Right.
Okay. So we went back to the Stone Age with this bullshit. We went back to the Stone Age. So when I seen that, my mother didn't. I had all the Onyx albums, but when I came through that door, I turned it off. I didn't play it.
Right.
She said, not in my house. When I went to my friend's house, not in my house. I heard that shit. Not in my house. You listen to that West Coast shit? We was like, no, not in my house. I had standards. When I was outside, I never had a bald head. I had dreads back then. But all my friends, a lot of them shaved their heads, whatever. We looked the part, but we knew when to turn it off. We didn't live it. We knew when to turn it off. All right. We held people accountable. And then when we got a little older, it was time to grow your hair out. There goes Shauna right there. And leave that shit alone. That's what we did. We said that. Okay, there were dudes around our way that was like, yo, I'm trying to live like this. Yo, nigga, you ain't sticky fingers. You about to get shot. We didn't grow up like that. Stop fronting. A lot of these guys left the Bronx, went somewhere else and got beat up or shot. Trying to live through music. Yep. It's called accountability. All right. Now, why is it that at a young age we holding each other accountable, and at adults, women can't hold women accountable to this shit? That's all we're asking. Because now it's out of control, because the result is what? What did I say in the last few shows? It all comes back to these passport bros. Remember when I said we should make a deal, family? Remember when I said, hey, look, man, the brothers are leaving the country now. And I'm gonna ask the chat. When I said, yo, man, these black men are leaving the country, what was the response I got? Anyone in the chat just put, when I say, yo, these black men are leaving the country, what's happening? What did they say?
Bye. See ya.
Bye. Leave. I don't care.
Don't
Have
nobody
fun.
give a fuck about you, nigga. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Fuck you, nigga. You lame ass nigga. You ain't getting no pussy in college ass nigga.
You go over there and get a wife that can't read.
It wasn't, yo, look, I hope you find what you find, and good luck to you. I'm sorry this happened to you. It was, you ain't get no pussy in college, you a lame ass nigga, you can't get no pussy here, and you probably ugly, and you kicking them in the ass while they getting on the plane.
Right.
And I'm like, hold on. What about our community? And then when I did a whole show saying, look, we need to make a deal, y'all are still resistant. So I'm out here trying to put my shit where my mouth is, and I'm trying to fix this thing. I'm trying to come up with real options, but if y'all resistant, what the fuck am I doing this for?
Right.
If y'all don't wanna take accountability for y'all shit, I've been taking accountability for men all this, even when I thought that a majority of the reason why our community was fucked up was because of men. I was taking accountability, apologizing. Come to find out, it wasn't us. It was y'all. And all I'm saying is, admit it was y'all, and let's move on. Don't tell me, yo, look, we can agree to disagree. That means you on your bullshit still. Don't tell me, oh, well, tomato.
When have you ever known women to really just be like, I was wrong?
Right.
wait, we don't.
There you go. See, look at the screen. Look, see?
Yeah.
There you go.
And that's exactly what they're doing. They leaving, and they're not even, and they don't even care what these women are saying anymore. This is why I feel that they're winning, because they're going across seas, and they're not going just to smash. They're finding wives. They're building families. They're all of these things that they could be building here with us. Because we're not acting right, they're going somewhere else. So you all happy that they like, bye, go, leave. But
now let me say this. I'm gonna make a point right now. Y'all heard the term check the fruit on the tree, right? Okay, now let me go around this panel real quick. Naraya, you're married.
Yes.
Black Vision, you're married.
Yes.
Y'all sisters give a fuck about the community, which is why this conversation hits home for you. Yes?
Yes.
This woman here is not married. This woman here has no children. This woman here, opinion means nothing. It means nothing. But she'll get on here every night, and she doesn't have half the experience that you sisters have as far as maintaining a marriage, maintaining a family, and giving a fuck about the community. She can say she gives a fuck about the community, but the first thing she should have said when she heard about a passport bro is, whoa, my future husband could be on a plane right now. We need to find out why these brothers are leaving. Because these are not the Pookies and Ray Rays, because Pookies and Ray Rays, they can't leave the country. Some of them are felons. Some of them got child support issues. They can't go nowhere. These are the fucking $80,000 to $100,000 a year guys leaving. Your ex-husband could be on a fucking plane right now. And you on here talking about good luck and bye? Huh? It doesn't make sense. And thank you, 88 Sports Talk. That's not the answer, Shauna. It's not the answer. She said, so because I'm not married.
What'd she say?
She said, so because I am not married and have no children, don't mean crap. Yes, it does, because you can't tell me how to raise a child. You can't tell these sisters how to maintain a good marriage. You don't know because you've never been involved. I don't care how long. And don't tell me you've been in a long-term relationship so it counts. It doesn't. Because if a long-term relationship didn't result in marriage outside of somebody dying, you have no opinion. Prior to me having my own children, I couldn't tell anyone how to raise a child. It's different from babysitting for about a week than raising the goddamn kid. Please stop. I know, Callie, you out of here. I'm telling you, Callie been ahead of the game. Don't tell me you have points because you've been around kids or been around married couples. I could tell you, yo, man, look, I could fly an airplane. I played Afterburner in the 90s in the arcade. I know how to fly a plane. Are you going to get in that plane with me behind the goddamn controls? I hope not. You'd be a fucking fool.
So can I ask you this though, Drew? Like, what is the issue with Shauna? Is because you said she's disagreeable, right? But on what? Like, do we understand where she's coming from, or is she just being combative to be combative, or maybe the right people haven't?
Look at the chat, and now I know her personally. But look at the chat. If I say right, she'll say left. I say up, she'll say down. I say north, she say south. I say east, she say west.
Just to do it? Like, do
just
you think
do it? She'll swear she's not doing it. I swear to God. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Why don't you bring her on? Why didn't she join?
Can she come on?
That's up to her.
And then
I'd like to hear Shauna's opinion if she wants to come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let her talk to. Maybe we can do something for her, right? Let's see.
Yeah, good look. She said, am I not black and living? I have an opinion because I am a person.
Come on, Shauna. Get up on here, girl.
Yeah, come on. Because I gotta get off here soon, Shauna.
If I did have kids, I couldn't tell you how to raise yours. Everything is if I'm talking about a select group of women, she'll come in here and say not all women, as if I said all women. You understand? Just last week, she was one of the people in the chat that said it seems like I'm blaming women for everything. And I've been very clear. I've been doing this show for about a year now. I've been very clear in my approach. Very, very, very clear.
Just like you said on my show, when I say y'all, I don't mean all.
Right. So I've been very, very. Shauna, let me know if you want a link. Let me know if you want a link.
Come on, Shauna. I want her to elaborate on that some more. I want to hear why she feels like that. I think it's important.
Yeah, because last week I was Darth Vader. I was Darth Maul. I was every Sith Lord you could think of with a red lightsaber. Hard body JT on my brother. Salute. That's my brother in steel right there.
Well, while we waiting for Shauna to come on, I just want to say that I'm pro black men having standards. I feel like they should have the same standards that black women have been encouraged to have. Their long list of if he doesn't meet X, Y, and Z, black men should have that right too.
Absolutely.
That's right. That's
like,
right.
you know, we're not allowed to have standards, man. You know, I know
that's why these women are upset because they can't meet them. They can't meet the standards that the black men are setting, and that's showing where their shortcomings are at, and they're pissed about it.
But when they couldn't meet the standards, you were saying it was okay, it was funny, it was a joke, it was nigga take your ass off somewhere. But now here we are, and you're not meeting their standards, so it's offensive.
Exactly. Let me pull up my live from last week so I could see the exact time of what she said.
So, Shauna, I take it you're not going to come up here with us?
Girl, just turn your camera off. Come on, Shauna.
You don't got to put your camera on.
You can turn that camera off.
You can just do just like this. See?
Yeah, exactly. Turn your shit off.
Just like that.
Come up here.
She said she look like Wild Bill. Don't no one give a fuck. Let me know if you want to get on the live, Shauna. You've been up on the panel before. She know how to cut the damn camera off.
You want us to beg you, Shauna.
Come on now. It's not beef.
Because I'm really interested in your point of view. Right. And I can't keep looking and trying to read it. I really want to, converse and see,
It's easier to speak it than just type it in the comments. You can say more quicker.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat from last week. Oh, Shauna, you was talking big shit, man. You need to come on this panel, man. I just want to hear your voice talking. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? And I was accused of just finger pointing. And Queen 71, who's not in the chat right now, she said, I want to hear solutions, as if I did a whole show on solutions. Our sister Shawa Allah, salute to her.
Girl, come on, get up on it.
Yeah, she said send the link. Okay. Now we got a
Let's
party.
do it. Let's get it.
I'm gonna invite her right now.
I'm interested. I want to hear her point of view on why she feels like that. I
Yeah.
think it's important to know because there's a lot of women out here that feel the same way, that are saying the same thing. So maybe she can shed some insight on that.
That's the link right there. That's only for Shauna, y'all. Click that link. I'm looking at from last week. I'm just laughing. She said, Queen 71, where you at, sis? I know you working. Shawa said, how many fathers walked out on their families? Yeah, about 13% of them niggas did that.
And again,
13%.
there was red flags before this child came along. So we're again,
thank you.
Let's take accountability for
Shauna last week. She says the father's absent, but the mother is there. At least she's there. They focus on 13%. This was my problem. I said the whole thing is y'all focus on 13% of these niggas that ain't shit. Y'all focused on that. The ladies were. I said, yo, look, I done put them on blast countless times. I was just wondering how they getting on the tail. That's what I was saying. Because those dudes are responsible for 90% of the births out of wedlock. But they didn't believe the damn numbers. They didn't believe the damn numbers. Okay.
And just because the mother is there don't mean that she's doing what she's supposed to be doing with these
that
kids.
part. Because how many
I saw a lot of
in their living room twerking in front of their kids in a thong.
I did a show on that. Y'all remember the video I put up with the lady walking down the street in her hooker outfit and she bust her ass and farted mad loud on the floor, and her two boys.
Yes.
The two boys ran on the screen and was like, Junior, help mommy. I'm like, she had her sons out there filming that?
Mm-hmm.
That mother, that's the mother you giving pride. What about the mother?
Did you see the mother when she was putting the makeup on a little boy? They were sitting down by the bed and she gave him a full beat and then he's smiling in the camera. Like, and so don't tell me the mother stayed because the mother's doing damage.
Right, or the mother who had her daughter in a thong. The baby was like 8-9 months. Had her on a thong. Put it on the internet.
But listen to this, sisters. I didn't mention any of that last week, and I could have. I didn't mention any of that, and I did it. I just ended the show. I said, okay, and now we here. I'm just reading the comments from last week. Look. They pick each other. Let's be real. Exactly, but the dude you pick. 5 other chicks also picked him, and y'all still fucking him.
Yes, you gotta look at what he left behind him. He left all of this destruction behind him, and now he up here in your face.
All those red flags.
Y'all.
Come on.
So that's why I said, what are these women? What are they? Children? They don't know how to pick a man. I did a whole show. I did a whole show on
because they're not women.
I did a whole show on sexual gratification over logic. Do y'all remember these shows, or do y'all just live for the now? I've touched everything. Sexual gratification, which is the problem in our community, man. But then I get on here and all the women here is, oh, you're blaming women. Blame not all of y'all sisters, but I'm blaming women. Or are you tired of hearing the truth? And one thing I did say was, look, less arguing with me. And there's 1,000 other Cynthia G's on YouTube right now talking that bullshit. Get in there and make some noise. Because disagreeing with me is not going to help you.
No.
Now, Naraya, tell us about your TikTok as we wait for Shauna.
Which one? I have which one? Because I go in on everybody.
Oh man, wait, hold on. I think she just.
This is why I always get reported and I can't post because I just go.
Because the shoe is fitting, honey.
I tell them I'm like only hit dogs holler, baby. So.
Shauna backstage with her device not connected. I'm waiting for her to connect her device. But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, besides them taking down my videos every time I put them up, like 5 minutes after I put my video up and tag the person who I'm coming, because I want you to know I'm coming for your head, because what we're not about to do is we are not about to I'm the black man's advocate. I say all of the things that the brothers cannot say And that's what I do. And these women cannot take it. They cannot take me. I tagged them in it. I just was going off on some Asian chick that was talking about the passport brothers. And I'm like, the mind your business. This is what pisses me off about us. We don't have in-house code. You know how, like, you may not like your brother in the house and y'all fight, but when y'all go outside, if somebody says something to your brother, you like, don't talk to my brother that way.
That's right. That's right.
That's what we're missing. And a lot of women came for my neck because they're like, well, this Asian woman is defending us because black men are talking bad about us. It ain't none of her business. Mine. Now, if you want to go against a black man and say something, then that's what you do. But I'm not going to allow anybody to sit there and disrespect my brothers. And you're not even a part of my culture. We're not doing that. You know, I go for these little pedophile R. Shelleys out here that's attracted to little boys, and people.
What's an R. Shelley? Yeah, explain that.
R. Shelley is these old women that are up here talking about how sexy these young boys are, having sex with these young boys, and people are like, oh, well, it don't matter. I wish I had a teacher to give me some. I wish an old lady would have. No, if that was a young girl, what would that conversation look like? You know, so no. So I come after them little pedophiles too. Oh, they can't take me, girl. They hate me on the TikTok. This is why I'm trying to build up my YouTube.
Keep it up.
Because
it needs to be said, honey. Keep it up.
I'm protecting
like
black men, period. Because I know that we as black women, we have resources. We got places we could go when things happen. So I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what this world gonna look like for my 2 grandsons. You know what I'm saying? I'm worried about what this gonna look like for my son. So this is why I do what I do.
I want to put your link in the chat. Can you put your link in the chat? Both of y'all put your link in the chat, please. Shauna said her mic ain't working. That's impossible, baby. You was on the panel before, baby. Come on now.
How do I put this?
I did a whole show about why the sexual abuse of black boys isn't amplified. Why aren't we talking about that? I did a whole show about that.
That pisses me off.
Over sexualization of men.
That is black men from boys are just people lust you guys. Y'all are sexual objects, from white women to black women to and everybody. Everybody want a piece of the black man. They may not want to deal with you afterwards, but they want to have sex with you. And they start when you're young, and nobody is saying anything about that. And I have a problem with that.
There it is. There's also a shortage of black sperm. Black men ain't donating sperm. We've been real responsible with what we've done with our penises. So us, dry humping oak trees is it's a farce. Thank you, Callie. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Naraya and Black Vision right there. 2 channels right there. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. Shauna, come back in here. All you gotta do is connect the mic. What's going on? With your Obama phone.
Channel right now, sis.
So I got 3 channels. So I'm subscribed. See, 2. That's what I do. I got 3 channels. 3. There we go. Boom. That's how we do it. It's called support, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we doing it. For real, for real. Shauna, connect your device, girl.
Shauna, I'm starting to think you scared.
I'll tell you, man, Shauna be capping.
Come on, we all family here. Don't be scared. We just having a conversation.
Why did somebody just say Shauna got a rotary cell phone?
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Come on, Shauna. We waiting for the smoke, man. I mean, you type a lot. I saw you backstage, but it said device not connected. It's not hard. It's not hard. Come on now. Get your rotary. You got a rotary cell phone. Oh my God, man. But listen, these aren't the only sisters that are in the pocket fighting. You just heard her say, yo, and let me tell you something, man. I seen a lot of them. Yeah, Callie been talking about getting your passport like 3-4 years ago. This is before I even knew what a passport bro was. He's been on it for like 3 or 4 years now. You dig? So he's been on it, going to different countries. Now it's a thing. You understand? There's money in this social media. I've seen a lot of clickbait shit out here. You understand? And the riots out here, you know, when they chopping up videos and stuff, that's costing her some bread. To be honest, that's costing you bread. But you got to stand for something. This channel's not even monetized yet. It'll eventually get there, but I do this because it needs to be done. I could clickbait, like I said, I can get on here and just do celebrity drama and get a bunch of my Balenciaga video that I did when me and 78 was on here. That got over 1,000 views. That's like the only video on this channel that got over 1,000 views because it was hot at that time. But I give a shit about my community, but I have to. When you reach a certain age, man, you're obligated to bring people the truth.
Right.
And what do y'all care about more? That's what I'm saying. What do we care about more? The latest rap song or what the celebrity said? Or do you really give a shit about the community? I care about the community, which is why I speak on it. Man, I can get on here and just talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on, what is trying to say? My browser will not let me turn my mic on.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's not happening for her.
Shona, use your phone. Use your phone. What are you talking about? Your browser. Use your phone. It's easier actually. Off your cell phone. And just turn the camera off. Look at my boy. Look at my nigga Joe. It was good.
The link works. It looked like the link works. Shauna, where you at, girl? I'm on my BFTB shit. The link works, homie.
Yo, what's good? What's good, Joe? You good?
I mean, just chilling, bro. Just having a cigar, listening to the show, waiting for Shauna to get on. I thought the link didn't work, so I had to put on my BFTB shit. The link works. My mic connects real good. You know, hey.
Nice and loud.
Hey.
Oh, Gregory White lives in Africa now. You see, Gregory White to be in our chest. He in Africa right now. Come on, man. Woke said the phone got a goddamn browser. Come on, Shauna. Phone browser.
Drew, all I did was click the link, and here I am. I had to do no extra shit. Just click the link.
Come on, Shauna.
Why are they talking about Shauna's cell phone?
Come on, man.
A cell phone worked good any other time. She be clicking and typing, talking big shit, but I don't know about today.
See?
Took a day off today, I guess.
Man. Come on, Shauna. Come on now. The sisters ain't gonna be here all night, man.
Oh Lord. She don't know how to connect her mic, but she know how to plug up her vibrator. Okay.
Oh no.
Hey.
Oh,
hey.
No.
I'm not even laughing.
Hey.
You know what?
Oh.
She know how to work a rose, but can't work a damn. She said, I'm telling you what my browser says. Your browser on your phone. Look, you're on YouTube. All you gotta do is click the link on your phone, and it'll take care of the rest. This is crazy.
That's how I got here.
See, nice and loud. You see how crispy the picture is? Come on, Shauna. Look what JT-Mo said. Look. Shauna been typing tough since Drew's first show on the channel. We've been waiting for this.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Talking real greasy about everything.
Hey, come on.
She said her vibrator's easy. I know that's right, Shauna.
Oh my God.
If you can write an email, you can get on live.
Come on, sis. Don't do this.
You might be using YouTube instead of the web browser. She might be using YouTube.
Pull up the live on my phone.
Instead of the app.
Pull up the live on the phone, Shauna. And then the link is there. I'll put it in here again. Pull up the live on the phone. Wait, that's not it. Pull up the live on the phone. And all you got to do is click the link that I'm putting in the chat right now. That's all you got to do. That link. It's in the chat. Pull up YouTube on your phone. This live right now. And then just press that link and everything will take care of the rest. What are you watching this on? A laptop? How old's the laptop? You got Wi-Fi? Come on, now you in the crib. Everything works. Your laptop, your vibrator, all that crazy shit work. You're in high demand now, sis. Let's go. Everyone's looking for you. From first show, you've been damn near out of pocket. Come on now. Now the ladies want to talk to you. And Cap, what's going on? She said she's gonna try one more thing.
Yeah, well, I was wanting to show that the link works, so I'll holler at you, Drew.
All right, Drew.
The link works.
I can't believe this.
Says she trying
Come
to
on,
connect
Tyler,
on the
you can
AOL
do it.
dial-up. Could y'all stop talking about Shauna's stuff?
She's coming.
She got AOL dial up on it. She's still using a razor. You remember the razor?
That was them flip phones you could just slam.
Yeah, I missed them flip phones.
That's how
they were
you
nice when they
come
came out, weren't they?
Yes,
Oh,
you just slam it on somebody.
Yep. Come on, Shauna. Let's get it. I had saw you backstage, but it wouldn't connect the camera. We don't need the camera. Just connect the mic. And turn your camera off. Nobody want to see what you might have on your wall. We're scared of that. We don't need to know what's going on that wall of whatever you got going on in your crib. She probably got gag balls and whips.
Oh my Lord.
I don't want no smoke.
Oh,
I don't want no smoke. Let's go, Shauna. Let's go, sis. Come on. We only need maybe about 5 minutes of your time. She got a Nokia phone. I'm done.
I hate everybody on here right now.
Not
She
the
said she used
1993
1993
Motorola thick cell phone. Hey, he said she
Like,
got that
what is
93.
the problem?
She using the phone that gave you cancer on your head. That gray shit. Oh man, come on, Shauna.
Oh my God.
Yo, Kane says she got the typewriter hooked up to the phone. You know what, man? Everyone's going to hell, and I ain't going to. Oh, come
Not
on
the
now.
typewriter.
Let me find out Shauna got the 2008 BlackBerry.
Oh,
Come on,
Shauna,
baby.
you can let them keep talking about you like this, love.
You got to get on now. You got to get on.
That Hello Moto.
You said you got to. Oh, my God. Come on, man. Steve Elder Mac, my brother, salute, man. Salute. The family's here. Hold on. Abel Mohari's here. Unmute yourself, good brother.
What it do, Joe? I just had to come down here, show some love, and let the ladies know that the link works.
Girl, come on.
Yo, Abel Mojave done slid through. See, she backstage, but it said device not connected.
Man, that's some BS though, bro. That tells me that you got some old school technology working for you. I'm sorry.
Come on. You backstage right now. It says device not connected. Wait, let me see if I can show y'all. Let me see if I can show y'all. She said, I'm backstage. Where's that? She said, wait, where's that? Damn, can I get it? Yeah, here she go. Look, she right there.
Lord have mercy.
Right there. She right there. Come on.
I'm on my Black Pipe Fan TV nonsense, bro. The man that hates New York, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, we can't judge the cooking contest, man. That's whack, man.
Man, that's messed up, bro. Like you gotta. That tells me you need to upgrade your technology, sweetheart. No offense.
Come on, she right here. You see me circling it? She right there.
I know. I see it.
All she gotta do, yo, Phenomenal Mexican says she got Windows 94. Yes, all you gotta do is just say connect and just turn the camera off. There's buttons right there.
I'm literally using my phone right now. It's perfect. It's fine. You all can see this handsome face with the beard and everything else. Okay, it's perfect.
Yo, man, you coming to Texas?
Hell yeah, I'm coming to Texas this year.
You gonna come to the club with us?
Hell yeah, absolutely.
All right, brother. Don't. All right, man, we're gonna have to watch you, Abel. We're responsible for you. Watch you, man.
We coming too. What you mean?
Oh, this is. Yo.
There we go. Okay,
Oh my God.
hey, Drew, I'm gonna get out of here, man, and let you have this, bro. I'll see you later, all right?
I had to go into my settings. Okay.
All right, you good?
Yeah, I guess
right, you have me on another device?
I have my what?
You have me on another device? I hear echo. You got to mute YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I still hear echo.
I hear echo too because I have my headphones in, but no, I have my headphones in and it's not working.
Wait. You have your headphones in?
Yes, and it's not working. This phone is bugging tonight. I swear to God.
All right. What you do is wait. It works without the headphones?
Huh?
Does it work without the headphones?
Hold on.
Huh?
Okay, yeah, it works without the headphones.
So then take the headphones out.
All right, hold on.
Now she'll fucking mute. Okay.
All right. Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to get it working. Okay. So I guess if I'm not talking, I'll turn off the mic.
Okay. All right. Right. Okay. Here's what you do. All right. You just go ahead and I want y'all to dialogue. Ask her whatever you want to ask her, and she'll have to mute when.
Why do you feel like that, Shauna? That's why you came on. I wanted to hear why you felt like that when you said, "Fuck it, let him go." When it comes to past laws,
I just felt like that because, look, the guys who want to go overseas, they don't make that decision overnight. That's a decision that they really think about. So if they want to go overseas and they want to try over there, fine. They already have their mind made up. They want to go. Why should I sit here and beg somebody who really want to go to go? I mean, if that's what you want to do, go right ahead. Good luck. But the only thing that I get mad at is, okay, that's your decision. And that's what you want to do. Why do you have to talk so bad about Black women? You see the white men, Asian men, whatever, that do the same thing. I don't hear them talking about their women like that. I have yet to hear white men talk about their white women's hair and their white women's weight and their white women's. I mean, really, it's like, you know what? Go right ahead.
Okay. First of all, 80% of our Black women are overweight. All right, let's start there.
What?
Okay, so let's start there. So that's why men are talking about that. And also the Black men have been told that this is the best you're gonna get. Our fat asses and our fake hair, and you're gonna like it. And what black men started to realize is, wait a minute. White men, when they've had that complaint, what have they done? After mail order brides, they got their passports and got the hell out of there. And they said, wait a minute, we ain't got to stay here. And what happened is, Shauna, they didn't leave and then start kicking dirt on the black women on the way out. They left, and the black woman started shaming them on the way out. And what you're seeing now is a response. How many times have I said this on the show? Now,
you said that on my show. It's
I
the
said it
response.
on your show. I've been saying that. Naraya, am I wrong on that? I want you to comment on this.
That's the truth. And this is the thing that I want to say to Shauna. Like, you're saying you don't see anybody else doing that. See, other nationalities, they're on code with each other. They don't disrespect each other in public like we do. The white woman understands that she needs her man, right? It's the black woman that want to be independent from her man, which is why you have them saying the things that they're saying about black men, which made them want to leave. Ideally, black men want to be with black women here. They don't want to go across seas and find women. They want to be here, but we are not giving them anything to want to be here for. We were divesting from them. We were calling them bullet bags. We were talking about we love to watch white police officers beat them. It's sexy. We were saying they should have post-abortions for male babies. So what in that is going to make a man say, I want you? Right?
I say that is a small amount of women that are crazy women that are saying that. Who wants to really abort their baby? I mean, really, come on. Yo, that's some crazy stuff that some of these women are saying. But that's what I'm saying. Everybody is lumped together, and that's not me. I'm a black woman. That's
the problem was when I said it's an unequal amount, and a lot of the issues that are in the black community that fell on black women, that's where the disconnect was. And I have a stat on the screen right now. I don't know if you can see it.
Well, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with, that's one thing, Drew. I say stuff, I agree with you, and you still say I'm wrong. You always say I'm wrong. What's with that?
I put up a stat. Do you agree with it? Yes or no?
I just said I agreed with it.
That's not what you be saying in the chat, Shauna. What are you talking about? You told me you don't believe in stats.
I don't believe in stats, but I believe that one is the truth.
About abortion, you also said that the passport bros leaving is deep rooted. Basically, that they've had it on their mind for a long time.
I said they have the moving on their mind, not abortion.
This is all relevant, baby.
So even hold on. Even if you don't care about them leaving, which is your opinion, that's fine. Do you see the problem do you care about the problem that can create for the black community with black fathers leaving the community?
Of course, I already said that that's watering down the race. I already said that's watering down the community.
Then you care if they leave. You have to.
I didn't say, okay, look. I did not say I didn't care. I said that if they wanted to go. That's not something that you make up with your mind overnight. If I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go to, let's say the Philippines, because that's what Drew already said. Let me go to the Philippines. Maybe I'll live there. I'm going there to get a wife. That's not something that you make up overnight. That's something that you really think about and you really make up your mind about. So why am I going Yeah, why am I going to be like, oh, please stay, stay, stay? And then be like,
Because
stay for what?
you live in.
They already had their mind, and that's what I was trying to get across. They already had their mind made up already.
You said last week that it seems like that I'm just trying to blame women for everything. In my own
Well, you say that you were going to do a whole episode about men and their problems, and it turned out again. You were just saying it's the women's fault. It's the women's fault. It's the women's fault. It can't
Right. It's the women's fault. Watch this. You just said you believe in certain facts. Where's the lie?
I believe in what?
You believe in certain statistics?
Well, some of them.
So when have I lied?
I'm not saying that you lied, because you're saying something that is your truth. If it's
No. It's not my truth, baby. It's the truth.
It's your truth.
It's the truth. Okay, now watch this. 20 million black babies have been aborted since 1973, Roe vs. Wade. Let me stop right there. Is that my truth or the truth?
Well, I can say that that's most likely the truth. Since 1970, I mean, come on.
Okay. Non-Hispanic black women have significantly higher abortion rate, 23.8% per 1,000 women of reproductive age, than that of a non-Hispanic whites at 6.6% and Hispanics at 11.7%. Y'all lead the charge at 23.8%. Is that my truth or the truth?
That could be the truth, and I'll tell you why. There was a movement, and it's somewhat of a movement now with Hispanics, that you have children. You have as many children as you can.
One thing has nothing to do with the other. Y'all are going to the abortion clinic and y'all are getting it done because it's your body, your life.
It's not only that. I could say that is a factor, yes, but another factor is also, I'll say in the United States, is
I'm talking about you live here.
Right. Could be financial, could be economical.
But the fact is, y'all are aborting the babies. That's the fact. The question is, who leads the charge of abortion? And the answer is black women. Is that my reality or is that the reality?
Well, it could be a reality, yes.
What? Okay, let's continue. 38.4% of all reported abortions in the U.S. in 2019 were performed by black women. However, only about 13.4% of the total population is black. Only about 13.4% of the total population is black. So within that population, 38.4% of all reported abortions in the U.S. in 2019 were performed by black women. Y'all are killing niggas more than cops are. Is that my reality or is that the reality?
I wonder if they put in their plan B or something like that, because that's also is that considered an abortion?
I believe if they counted everything else that you're trying to conjure up, it'd be more. But what I'm saying is, those numbers, is it fact or fiction?
Yeah, it could be fact. That definitely could be fact.
It's not. Is it fact or not? Not could be.
I don't know. That's one site. I don't know.
That's the CDC, baby.
CDC?
That's the CDC. That's the site.
So then I guess that is the fact.
Okay, so Is that black women with the abortions or black men with the abortions? It's y'all.
Black women, yeah, but maybe a couple could make the choice.
I don't go off the baby. I'm going off of the facts, the data, the statistics that y'all say don't exist.
But can I say something, Shauna?
Go ahead.
If a woman knows that she's pregnant, wouldn't she take the precaution so that she doesn't get pregnant because she's the one that would have to carry the baby? So would it not be our responsibility to make sure that we're protected?
You would think, but if you think about it, a lot of these abortions are from young women, and they make mistakes.
No.
No, yes, they make mistakes. They make mistakes. People, huh?
It's not all you that's doing that. And even though we make up the excuses for them that they shouldn't protect themselves.
Right, they should. But people, they make stupid mistakes, especially when they're young. And unfortunately, you're the most fertile when you're young. So, yeah, a lot of mistakes happen. Yes, I'm going to say a lot of mistakes happen.
20 million babies worth.
Yes, since the 70s, I guess so.
That's a large number. That's about 40 years, 50 years. Like that's
yes.
That's a lot of babies.
That is a lot of babies. And
that's just the ones that are reported. That's not the ones like you're saying with Plan B or the backdoor ones or the ones that are legal ones. This is just
right.
The ones that are
Shauna.
Exactly.
The echo.
Right now. Get off this live. I'm gonna call you on the phone. It'll be better if you come through the phone.
The echo's terrible.
Okay, hold on.
That echo is killing me.
Yeah, it was. You couldn't even hear anything.
Yeah.
Hold up. I'm calling on the phone.
Please leave a message for either now.
God damn it. Answer the goddamn phone. So as you can see, accountability is an issue.
Women
Accountability
mistakes,
is a bad
men are
issue.
just trash.
Yeah, so
that's what I wanted to ask, but I couldn't get it out. But that it's like it's not the same when it comes to black men though, who have multiple fathers and who are can't pick their baby moms correctly. It's always they're trash, they're this, but when it's the woman, it's she made a mistake. She's young.
She's young.
You see what I'm
She had
saying?
a hard knock life.
It doesn't apply. It's a double standard and a double-edged sword. And
That's
they say it.
So denial is the river in Egypt. Stop being in denial. The proof is in the pudding. Is it facts or is it facts?
Shauna, call my phone.
And then I just want to understand too, what determines if she believes a statistic or not? Like where it comes from, is that when she believes it or when it aligns with what she believes? Like, is it, you know what I mean? Like what grounds does she say statistics are true?
Shauna, call my phone. It's going to voicemail. Yeah, so as you can see, there's a full baseball cap for these women making mistakes.
Yep.
But I'm just waiting for her to blame the men for leaving the women. Because you know what I'm gonna come back with? You know what I'm gonna come back with? Why they picked that dude? I can't name one chick that I met that talked bad about her baby daddy, and then I met the dude, and in 2 minutes after looking at dude, I'm like, yo, she didn't see this nigga coming a mile away?
Right.
Come on, man.
Nope. It was the lust. Like I said, they lust you guys, and all they could see is the sex.
Yeah.
I did a show about that called Sexual Gratification. I did a show about that. But as you can see, this is a level of incompetence that I'm dealing with. You know, here it is.
Yeah.
All right, you on? Hello? You there?
Hello.
All right, that's better. Okay, you're there.
All right. All right.
All right, that's better. All right, yeah. So, Narai, what was you asking her?
I just want to know what determines if you believe a statistic or not. Is it where the statistic comes from, and that's when you'll believe it? So if it's like Department of Justice, CDC, that's when you'll believe it?
Partly where it comes from, yes. Partly where it comes from. It definitely makes a difference.
And what's the other part?
Well, when they do these statistics, they do them with certain amount of people and what they collect from certain amount of like clinics and stuff like that. So, I mean, the CDC is really vast. I mean, that is the national thing. So, okay, I believe that.
Okay, so I have a question then for Shauna. So just setting aside all the statistics, do you agree that when it comes to the Black community that there are more baby mothers than there are wives? Do you see that?
I didn't hear the whole question. What did you say, Drew?
I wasn't me talking. I was Black Vision. She asked you, in our community, are there more baby mamas than wives?
Set the statistics aside for a minute.
Yeah, there's more baby mamas now, definitely.
Okay, so why do you think there's more baby mamas?
Right. Why do you think that is?
Access and opportunity. I keep saying that. Access and opportunity. You know, the internet has made the perfect marketing for pookies. They will go out and they will DM everybody, okay?
But what about the choice of the women choosing to respond to those
out of
DMs?
10 women, maybe one lonely woman will go with the pookie. And there goes the mistake.
No, that's not true, Shauna. The numbers show that a lot of the women go with the pookies.
That's a choice. That's
get
not a
pregnant.
mistake.
They choose to go with them.
A mistake is leaving your phone at the grocery store. Choosing to sleep with somebody is a choice.
They're disagreeing with you. That's what they're doing, baby. They're choosing Pookie. That's not a mistake, baby. That's not a mistake.
That's a choice.
That's not a mistake. That's called a choice. That's called an adult woman saying, he looks good.
And I'm gonna lay with him unprotected.
Watch this. I'm gonna fly out to him because he's paying.
And I don't know him.
That. And you don't know him. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna lay with him.
And baby mama told me not to do it. I'm gonna do it anyway because she hating.
Right.
She jealous.
Now watch this. Now watch this, Shauna. This internet shit to us is still new. What happened in the 90s before everyone was high speed internet? Baby mamas was around for a long time. And one thing I do notice is that, like I said before,
I'm not saying that they don't know what they're doing. I'm saying that they made a mistake. You know, some people they
made a bad decision, Shauna.
Oh God, that was a mistake. I'll never do that again. You know what I'm saying?
They made a bad decision. They didn't make a mistake.
Made a bad choice. You got that right.
Yes, but a bad choice and a mistake are two different things.
Making a bad choice.
But it's not a mistake,
and do
babe.
you have that same ideals when it comes to the Black man? Does he get the right to say he made a mistake as well? When it comes to the so-called pookies, do they get the right, or is that just only Black women can make the mistakes and the men is just trash?
Shauna, do we get to say that we make mistakes as Black men when we knock a chick up?
Sure.
Really? We do?
Sure.
Okay.
It takes two to make a baby, don't it?
Yeah. So what happens when that same man makes that same mistake two more times with two different women? Is it still considered a mistake?
Well, he should know better.
Okay, so what happens when a woman has 3 baby daddies? Is that a mistake?
No, they should know better.
Okay, so now what say you Women outnumber men on average 8-1. And what say you that like 10% of these bad dudes are responsible for 90% of these births out of wedlock?
Okay.
So why are there more women making these mistakes than there are men? Because these small amount of men are responsible for 90% of these births out of wedlock.
And why are more men being held accountable than the women?
Spread their seed faster than a woman can have a baby.
So why so many of these women are having babies with these men that just worry about spreading their seeds instead of putting a ring on their finger?
Bad decisions.
Okay, so are you holding those women accountable?
Of course.
So why are you fucking with me in the chat every goddamn day?
I don't. Let me tell you. Look, I keep saying that these guys that go on here, they talk about black women, and most of the time they don't differentiate against who they talk about. So everybody's lumped together.
If I say how many times I said if it don't apply, let it fly? How many times I said that?
And
but these women across the seas that you keep talking about, they're lumping all black women.
No, they're responding to the black woman that got their name in their mouth first.
And
just
how
like
is that relevant for Drew? Because Drew's not doing that.
Thank you. It's not relevant to me. I'm talking about it, and I said that there's a problem. And now it went from a verbally assaulting the black men to now they're assaulting the women from other races, cultures, and creeds that these black men are visiting. And now these black women are acting like these women are not from other countries are not supposed to fire back at them. That's what this is. I had Rachel hit me up like, yo, what's going on with the black woman insulting the Filipinas? And do you know I had to tell her the whole story? It took me about an hour and a half. Because I couldn't just say, yo, ignore it. I told her what was going on. And I had to go from the root of the shit. I said, well, in 1965, she said, Drew, are you serious? I said, yeah. You got to hear the whole thing to understand where this comes from. I had to give her the whole story from 1965. And I had to explain the problems in our community. I talk about this all the time. And no matter where I talk, what topic I talk about, it always ends at the Passport Brothers. You know why? Because this is the result of our dysfunction as a community. So when I say, does it worry you that these black men, eligible black men, are leaving the country to look elsewhere? Our community is going to suffer from that. We're going to go from 13% down to fucking 10 in about 5 years. We're dwindling. Okay. So I'm saying, wouldn't it be more beneficial if you claim you care about the community to stop that? To stop them from leaving by saying, look, hello, there's good black women here. Don't listen to those dumb bitches. Listen to women like myself. What's the problem with that? Because they're exploring their options. They're not saying, fuck it, we're leaving.
You can't blame the women if the guy wants to leave. If he wants to, if he's not an individual,
why is he leaving, Shauna?
If he's not an individual, does not have a brain.
You said you can't blame the woman.
Made up his mind.
You saying you can't blame the women, but why is the man leaving? Isn't it because of the women?
He made up his mind.
No, is it because of the women? He's leaving because of the women.
No,
yes?
Because he wants to.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Because he feels forced to.
He's leaving because he's leaving because he can't find a mate. Because none of these chicks out here, 90% of the chicks are not eligible.
So okay, if a woman, a guy's going out with a woman and she cheats, and he comes home and finds her cheating with a man, and he takes a knife and stabs her and murders her.
Look at the book. Look at where she's going with this.
No. I'm going this way. Look, and murders her. You're gonna blame the woman, or is that the man making a decision? He's murdering a woman.
I'll ask you.
Are you blaming her?
Why are you going to the extreme?
That's
crazy.
That is extreme.
Going across seas and making the decision to basically give up your U.S. citizenship to live across seas to find a wife is a drastic decision.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
How easy is it to leave the country and go visit somewhere else? How easy is it for a person with no felonies?
Pretty fucking
Okay, wait a
easy.
minute. I'm sorry. I got an echo. Say that again now.
How easy is it for a person to go visit any country in the world when they have no felonies? How easy is it?
Look,
Baby, it's no. Don't go nowhere. Stay right here.
I'm not.
It's
I
easy.
Use that as an example.
It's easy.
I'm not saying that. Okay.
No. See again. This is a classic black woman not holding. You're not being accountable, Shauna. You're not being accountable, Shauna.
She's just trying to control the narrative right now.
That's what she's doing. You're trying to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you a simple question.
Nobody asked you that. He was clear.
I was very clear. I said, why are the men leaving? You said because they want to, but why do they want to? Because they can't find a mate here.
Because they made a decision. That
why did they make that decision?
Right. What they want.
What
here.
brought them to that conclusion?
So that's what I said. They
can't find a man here. I mean, they can't find a woman here.
They made a decision to do that. Bye, then.
So they made the decision not to be able to find a woman here, or the woman here just not worth their decision.
Shauna, you do realize there's not enough good black women here in abundance for men to think that it's feasible
both.
to stay. No, it's not both. No. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's not both. It's y'all.
The Nile is a river in Egypt.
Yes.
It's y'all.
And it's way more of us than it is them. It's us.
It can't be just women. It can't be just women. It cannot.
It is.
Relationship. It can't just be the woman. It can't.
Okay, you want me to be so hard?
Why can it not?
Being what the man wants. He doesn't think he's compatible with her. He can't find any woman here that he feels that he wants to be with. So he's going to go someplace else.
It's deeper than just being compatible. It's about being respected. It's about being honored. There's more to it than just him saying, I'm not compatible with this woman. There's levels to that.
Exactly. A marriage is not just about compatibility.
Compatibility, exactly. It's not.
It's
There's
other things that go into. Are you married, Shauna?
Fuck no.
Okay, so you really can't speak on that because it's more than just somebody being compatible, and this is coming from somebody that has been married over 20 plus years. It's more than that. So he can't find anybody. There's not a lot of quality women. Why are you denying that fact?
And is it the man's fault that there's not enough quality women out here, or is it the woman's fault?
Look,
Shauna, what do men want?
it is what the man is looking for. If he doesn't feel that the women here are quality, he's going someplace else. So let him go.
Have you ever asked a black man what he wants, Shauna? Have you had that opportunity to ask a black man what he wants or what he needs?
I don't have to. I hear it all the time.
Whoa!
It's not like I'm not around black men all the time.
And that's the problem within our community. There's not enough black women asking, what do black men want? What do black men need? Because it doesn't seem to matter. And that's the problem. It does matter.
Shauna, you said you heard it all the time. The question was,
Mariah, you're on mute.
Of course it does matter.
have you asked a black man, what does he want? Have you asked? Have you asked?
She
The
said
answer
that
is
she
no.
heard it, right?
It
And the way
depends,
that she said
and
it
it
was
also
as if
depends
it was
on the
irritating.
person's age, or what wanting, what
I
they're looking
advise
for,
you just to
whether
try
they were
that.
married before, whether they weren't, whether they had kids before, whether they didn't.
What? didn't understand that.
I didn't
Because
either.
this is the problem that I see. There's too many black women out here asking, "What can you do for me?" instead of the other way around. What do you need from me? What do you want from me? No, it's what can you do for me? What are you gonna do for me?
Yo, listen, can y'all hear this? Fair use, y'all. Fair use. I need you to listen to this.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man.
Wow.
And they raised a whole generation of girls
That was
raised another
1986, y'all.
generation. Come on.
See?
That's the mothers of the Glorrillas and the Meg the Stallions and the
Thank
Cardi
you.
B's
So let me come back to Shauna and ask again. I know you heard that.
and all their fan
I
clubs.
really didn't, because it's an echo.
Okay, well, we had a sister. This was a documentary from 1986. Shorty said she don't want the hassle of raising a child with her man. She referred to it as a hassle. The other chick folded her arms because she don't want to marry the father of her child. These are the women. That was 86. Their daughters are running around here now.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucked up sons running around here now.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is there were more daughters than sons, Shauna. It's the numbers. This is what I'm talking about. You gonna blame a man for that? That right there?
No, I'm not blaming anybody. If they,
Well, you know what?
this
I don't mean to cut her off.
COVID and the
You know what we need to do? We should ask her.
With them. Some people, they can't get along.
We should ask Shauna, what do you think women should work on? What things do you think women should work on to make this relationship with black men better? Where are some areas we fall short at? Let's do that. Let's see where she sees that at.
You heard the question, Shauna?
Yeah, I heard her.
Go ahead.
Well, one thing I do agree with Drew on, and I say it all the time, is that these women out here have unrealistic expectations. I hear every excuse in the world. If the guy is fit, if he looks good, well, I don't think he has enough finances. It's like, what?
So you think you could relate to what the passport bros are saying then? You think they see that? If you see it, then you gotta know they see that.
What they're saying, because they're saying no matter what I do, I can't please some of these women out here that I'm attracted to. And it's like, okay, I get that.
Okay, is there anything else? So there's unrealistic expectations. Is there anything else?
Wait a minute, let me address Peach in here. Peach, I am not playing both sides. I have said from the beginning that it is both men and both women that are messing up what's going on right now. Everybody is saying that one side, they're blaming one sex. If I'm a woman, I'm blaming the man. The man is blaming the woman, and it's not. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I just said it was lopsided. I said it was not equal. I did say it was more on y'all end. That's what I said. I also did a whole show talking about how to avoid the 16%. What did I mean by that? The Pookies and Ray Rays. I did a whole show about that. But you have a problem with the numbers. See, you keep trying to make it 50-50 as if it's a shared responsibility, and it's not. It's more y'all.
That's why I want to hear from her, like, because we're saying this is what it is, this is what, and she's just like, like, no, it ain't, no, it ain't, no, it ain't. So let's see. So she said unrealistic expectations for women. What else do you see as women being problematic that we could work on? That's it.
Well, I do see a lot of women. A lot of us do make money and stuff like that, and I do see a lot of women downing Black men because they're not making enough. And I'm like, well, how much is enough? Because, I mean, are you talking about a regular person, or are you talking about social media fabulous? Because that's what I see. A lot of these women are trying to be social media fabulous. And it's just like, that's not reality pick. You have to get into reality first.
It sounds like you saying some of the same things that Drew is saying when he started this.
Passport bros,
and you was being exactly, and you were being very combative with him, but you're saying the same points. Do you notice that?
This is what I've been trying to say. I agree with some of the things Drew says, but everything I say is, no, that's not right. That's not true. And I'm like,
you haven't said that once since you've been talking. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that at all during this conversation. I heard you saying that because you didn't want to believe the statistics and the data.
I'm saying the same thing. I'm just not saying, yes, I agree with him.
But does it matter? Why wouldn't you say, yes, I agree with you if you agree? See, that's one of the other problems. Black women are not agreeable. How, if you agree with him, why would you not just say, I agree with you?
I do sometimes say it.
Okay.
Just look at the chat, y'all. Look at the chat.
Hardbody said, nah, Shauna, you be on some bull in the chat. He's calling Cap.
See that? See, look at the chat. They read.
Deal with the guys in the chat, though. I have to laugh. Sometimes I can't deal with the guys in the chat.
Yo, look. Last week. See, y'all ain't know this was coming. I told y'all there are sisters out here making a difference. Shauna, when I said, yo, instead of beefing with me and just telling me I'm wrong on the statistics and everything, go to the people that disagree with me and do your part and disagree with them. I'm talking about the women that full-blown want to kill us, literally kill us. The women that have been killing us, 20 million abortions since 73. Go talk to those women, the Cynthia G's of the world. That's how you make a difference. This sister right here, she gets blocked on TikTok and all kinds of weird shit.
Cynthia G, she's crazy. You can't make a difference with crazy.
What do you mean you can't make a difference?
She's crazy. She has a certain point of view.
Let me tell you a story.
It is absolutely nuts.
Let me tell you a story. It's a story I heard. Kid's walking on the beach, right? And he sees a starfish in the sand. Bunch of starfishes on the sand. I mean, a lot of them. Whole beach. He don't know what happened. They all jumped on the goddamn sand. He takes the starfish and throws it back in the water. He takes another one, throws it back in the water. Takes three, throw them back in the water. But there's hundreds of thousands of starfish on the damn sand. Old man, in all his misery, jumps up and says, little boy, you're not going to save all of these starfish. You're not going to make a difference. Look how many starfishes are on the damn sand. You're not going to make a difference. Little boy looks at him and says, watch this. He threw another one in the ocean. He said, I made a difference of that one. Picked up another one. I made a difference of that one. Picked up another one. I made a difference of that one. Do you see my point, Shauna? Do you see my point?
I see the point.
Okay. Sometimes it takes just one. Kevin Samuels, God rest the Godfather, he had one show. In one situation, he went viral. And people who just got to know him just thought he was a bully and he don't like black women and he's gay and he hates his mother. But they didn't know for 3 years he was on the same platform telling black men to get it together. Get our money up, comb your hair, get your teeth fixed, and behave like a man. Get your hair cut. For 3 years he did that. But how did they get to know him? When he told one black woman, you're average at best. And everyone hated him for it. And he was out here trying to literally save the community. Literally tried to save the community. And when I brought that man up here on my show the first time, what did you say, Shauna? Do you remember what you said about him?
Yeah, I said let him rest.
No, you didn't.
I
You said no. No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. Let me remind you what you said. You said, I don't like him. He's toxic negativity. That's what you said.
No, yes.
Okay.
He is very toxic. He was very
And
toxic.
I asked you, have you heard an entire show? Your response was no. No.
You want to know why? Because a couple of shows that I did listen to, he was very rude. He was very rude. Just like you don't agree with me, but you're trying to get my opinion. He did the same thing.
Shauna, let me stop you right there real quick.
He would hang up on somebody's face.
Hold on.
Shauna, on that episode you watched, was he where you felt like he was being mean? Was he talking to a female or a male?
Oh, he was talking to female. He was talking to a female.
There you go.
So he was talking to a woman. Why is it that whenever he talks to a man,
the point that when it comes to the woman, it's different than the male. I don't feel like he would have had that same reaction if he was talking to a male in that same right.
You look at JT-Mo. Look at he says,
what is that hat doing up there? Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
Stop the couple caps. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 caps.
Look, man.
Demon, I do not hate men. Oh my God, yes, demon Kennedy, you are a demon. Get out of here with that.
Listen, here's my. I gotta move this picture.
Came the bad guy, said casket.
Listen. Here's the thing, Shauna. You got half-ass information. I've listened to Kevin Samuels shows. I've listened to all his shows, and one thing that I've noticed, which you don't hear, is the women that said, I didn't like you at first, but when they did some self-reflecting, they understood what was going on, and when they were mature enough to make the changes within themselves, they came back to the show, and some of them apologized because the truth hurts. And when he would ask them, when they would get on there with all this attitude, and he would says, maybe the reason why you're not in a relationship like you say you are is because of you. That's where the shit started. And I want this kind of man. And he has to be this and he has to be that. And he would ask questions like, how much of financial burden how much of financial load do you want to carry in the marriage after you have the baby? Most of them women, if they didn't understand the question, if they understood it the first time, they say, oh, well, none. So you want a man to take care of you after you have the baby? They say yes. Okay. So how tall are you? 5'something", 5'5", dress size. And it was downhill from there. As soon as he got the dress size, they be like, yeah, I'm a size 19, 18, 19. Then he says, it escalates from there. How much you weighed last time you weighed yourself? Damn near 280 pounds. You're the size of an NFL player. That's real. You're bigger than Emmitt Smith at 5'5", 285. And then he says, wait a minute. You know, men are visual. You want to stay at home. What state, what city you live in? Atlanta, New York, LA. You're overweight. All right. A lot of them are undereducated. And they're not 10s on a scale of 1 to 10. You know, how do you rate yourself first face out of the shower? You can't use 7. They would say I'm an 8 or a 9. So you're on the level of a Beyonce? No. They're usually about 5. They're usually about average, which is fine. You're average. But in what universe does an overweight woman, right? 5'5", goddamn 280 pounds. Some of them would have children already. All right. They want a man that, and they live in like New York or LA or somewhere. So he has to make over 6 figures, which is, and they want a black man. So you're talking about 1-2% of men. And he's supposed to deal with you looking like that. That wasn't hate. That was called reality. And what he was telling sisters was to snap out of it. You're not going to get that. You can shoot for the stars and probably land on the moon. But the reality is, you might sleep with a dude. You might have some dudes in your DM entertaining your shit. But he's not going to take you serious.
Let me stop this right here. Because number one, look, and what people prefer and this and that is in the eye of the beholder. I think Queen and Tawahala was saying this before also with me, that look in the eye of the beholder. And people like what they like and they're attracted to what they're attracted to.
But we're talking, okay, before, but wait, hold on. Time out, because our sister got to go. But I just want to make this point. We're talking reality, Shauna. I'm not talking about people beauty in the eye of the beholder. Have you ever found the man that makes over $200,000 dating a woman that I described, 5'5", 280 pounds? You're not gonna find
right,
it.
And that's not even to take into accountability. Does she got attitude? If she a
Because
good mom or not? If she responsible?
Really?
That's on top of that.
And what Kevin Samuels was saying was that these women had these high expectations of men. Do you know how many black dating coaches,
They're trying to
females?
be social media famous.
No, don't talk to me about the social media. Do you know how many black women that were dating coaches that got out of the game?
Influence is a lot with attraction. I hate to say it. Influence is a lot with attraction. Sorry.
I call bullshit on that because there's a lot of black women that were in the dating market. They were dating gurus. They got out of the business because they said black women's expectations of a black man was too high.
Yep.
I just said that before, literally.
Well,
I have to go. It has been a pleasure. Black Vision, I love you. I love your energy, your vibe. I followed you. Drew, you ever need me to come back, I will more than happy.
I'm definitely gonna have you back, sis. I'm definitely gonna have you back.
Shauna, next time you gotta make sure your phone and your computer work so we can really get it going. Because I want to see your
that
face.
1993 Motorola, Shauna.
All right, well, bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Much love, sis. I'll talk to you.
Bye.
I'll be in touch, sis.
Okay.
Much love.
Bye.
All right, now listen. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, Shauna, what I'm talking about here is reality. All right, not perception. Can a Lizzo-sized woman land a strong 6-figure man? Yes, she can, but it's highly unlikely. We're talking about reality. Lizzo will have a better chance of scoring at her size because of what she does for a living. Okay, we're talking about the other sisters is walking around the Bronx right now looking like Lizzo minus the talent.
Idolizing Lizzo.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? What are the odds of her scoring a dude that they describe? Over 6 feet tall, more than 6 inches with a 6-pack, and makes over $200,000 a year, and it's gonna let her stay home.
That's unrealistic. How many times do I have to say that?
But listen, do you know that's what I'm saying is that's what Kevin Samuels was bringing to these women's attention on his show, and they get on there and fight with him and then call him gay. That's what was happening.
They can do that because that's their warped thinking. You're not going to deviate from that.
You just said they can do that, but were they right or were they wrong in the argument? They were wrong. They were wrong.
They can't do that is what you should be
saying. So they can't do that, Shauna. That's what I'm saying. And he was labeled this big bad villain. There's women that still celebrate his death.
Doing that. They are doing that.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is that was wrong. And instead of telling me that he's toxic and negative, call these bitches out for him telling them the truth. He wasn't saying, yo, you won't get it because I'm just a demon. He's saying, yo, look, you need to lower your standards, your average, baby. Because if you keep shooting at these,
baby.
Step your game up. Because if you keep going for these guys, you're going to get your feelings hurt and you're going to turn around. You're going to be 50 years old wondering where all the good men at. You know what they did? They got their fucking passports. Instead of settling for an average man because you're an average woman, stop thinking because you're an average woman, you're just some sort of 10 and you're a queen and you can get any man you want. That's all he was saying, and he was labeled a villain for it.
Get any man they want.
Well, watch this, Shauna. You know what happened? The brother passed, and he left a legacy on social media because there's a lot of men that decided, yo, look, we're gonna speak up. And you know what happened? Now y'all left with the Blizzard King, Dennis Sperling, and he ain't taking no shorts. That was Kevin Samuels' man, but they have a different ideology. Because he ain't fucking with y'all. That's how I found Nariah. That's how I found her. She was on his show. And I said, yo, this sister's cooking. And they're not playing. Watch her. Salute, brother. My brother from down under in Australia.
Oh, that's what her name was? The girl in the pink, Nariah?
Yeah. She's not fucking around. And Dennis Sperling's not fucking around. And he got these chicks hot. They try. He's a lawyer out of Texas. They done called the bar on him and everything. Nothing's working. And it's getting worse because he's proving his point every day. You think I'm leaning on Sisters Heart? Go to Dennis Sperling on YouTube.
I don't need to go to Dennis Sperling.
Okay, yeah, okay. But like I said, all right, you don't need this. You don't need to hear it, but because he's speaking nothing but facts. And let me tell you, he gets in depth. You know what else he got in depth? And this is something I ain't touched yet. This is something I want to talk to y'all about. He also brought up how in South Carolina, these bed wenches, these black women, you know how many slaves they owned in South Carolina? Okay, did you know about that? Okay.
But in South Carolina?
In South Carolina, these women that spit out these babies for massa, they went on to own slaves. Did you know about that? A lot of us didn't know. See, and what he's saying, he's making a connection. He says, you know what? I don't think a lot of these black women liked us from the beginning. It might be deep rooted in their DNA that they don't fucking like us. They've been bent witches. From that to divesting.
I don't even think it's that. It's a lack of accountability. For me,
from that to decades later saying, abort if you're pregnant with a black boy, abort them. Rooting for us to get shot by police.
All about the crazy people that says.
But guess what? Those crazy people, are they a small amount?
Yes.
Are they really?
Yes.
They're the loudest for sure.
They are. Look. He's making a connection from the 1800s to today. Cynthia Gino. Now you saying they're a small amount of people, but they got a loud voice. Small amount of people, but they got a loud voice. Okay, and that's a problem.
They can say what they want.
It's a problem.
Did you say they can say what they want? Is that
what you said? You can say. Yeah, you said they can say what they want, Shauna?
They can say what they want.
So have that same ideology when it comes to the passport, bro.
People are going to say what they want to say.
All right, but you see, Shauna, you see how that sounds? So you're saying I'm telling you what they're saying, and you're saying they can say what they want. But when the passport bros, when the passport bros leave, you're saying, oh well, they're insulting us on the way out. You never said they could say what they want.
They obviously are.
But you never said that they could say what they want and ready to move on with it. With these black women, you're saying they can say what they want, and you moved on with it. The passport bros, you just said, oh, well, they're doing and talking shit to us on the way out.
Well, let's just put it another way. They're going to say what they want then. They're going to say what they want. Whether I like it or not, they're going to say what they want.
Does everybody in the chat understand what just happened? You see what I'm saying? They could say what they want. But Kevin Samuels was toxic negativity. He had a label. That was the first thing you said about him. But these women can say what they want. Cynthia G can say, yo, abort black male babies, and every 18 seconds a black man is shot. That's what's up. Get it down to 15. Blue lives matter. They can say what they want. When she thought the Passport Brothers was leaving and talking shit to black women, she had everything negative to say about them. But when I just told her that no, they just responded to the women that's talking shit to them on the way out.
Because they're saying what they want doesn't mean that what they're saying is correct. But they're going to say what they want. Everybody on the internet got an
now
opinion.
it's everybody says what they want. I'm just waiting for you to hold these women accountable for their bullshit.
I hold women and men accountable for what
see what
they
I'm saying?
say.
Do you see what she just did? You see what she just did? You see what she just did? I said the women. You said women and men. I didn't ask about the men.
We're talking
I asked about the women.
about the women here.
All the women are capping and so are men.
I ain't asked you about the men, Sean.
So now we're focusing on the women. We've been on that.
I ain't asked you. I've been hearing about how bad men were since the 80s.
We've been
and then to my surprise, all of it was bullshit, Shauna. Right. All of it was bull. It was a lie. Do you know it was all a lie? It was all a lie. It was a lie. Prove me wrong. It was a lie. All of it was a lie. All of it was a lie.
All of what was a lie?
They lied about your daddy, Shauna. They lied about your daddy, Shauna. God rest his soul.
Lying about
they lied about your father. They told us that your father and my father and Tyrone's father was not
voluntarily left home.
We were not.
Media lie. That's media's
it's not media's lie. Guess what? So if it's media's lie, why is it that black women carried the lie?
Why is it there's more black baby mamas than black wives?
Yeah, right. Not all black women. How about 90% of them did?
Well, look, if a woman has that experience, that is her truth.
Is her truth? Is her truth a direct reflection of the majority?
Like, come on now. No, that sounds like an excuse.
Okay, so it's not a direct reflection of the majority. So that's all I've been saying the whole time. I said a majority of this bullshit going on in the black community, come to find out it's the woman's fault. A majority of it is y'all fault. That's all I said. And what did y'all say to me in the chat? All I want to do is blame women. No, the numbers show that. I didn't make these numbers up. I thought it was the other way around all these years growing up until the last 10 years. That's all I said. And I was told, y'all told me last week that I just want to blame women. I'm like, no, I'm looking at the numbers. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
It can't be all the woman's fault. I'm sorry.
No, but I said 90% of it. I said 90% of it. I said 90% of it. I said 90% of it.
90% be the woman's fault, and you're in
what's the number, Shauna?
You're talking about
what's the number, Shauna? What's the number, Shauna?
Relationship.
What's the number, Shauna?
90% of
what's
women
the number,
are going
Shauna?
out with only 10% men.
What's the number, Shauna? What's the number, Shauna? Facts, data, statistics. Where are yours? I bring mine every night.
You go to different sites too. Really.
Yeah. And it's all, and guess what? It's all super lopsided. Whether it's 14, 16 to 10.
Exactly. It's lopsided.
Because you know why it's lopsided? You know why it's lopsided? Because y'all are fucking up. And when I say I can go 12, 14, whatever, because one is from 2019, one's from 2021, one's from 2020, one's from 2020.
And that's another factor I make too, that the different times bring different scenarios. I mean, you cannot still go from 1965, the welfare and the black men
Why not?
were at home.
Why not?
Because I know since
So what
the
happened in 1960? All right, so let's start there because
based
that's where the
on
disconnect is. That's what the disconnect is. Let's start there. What happened in 1965?
1965, you keep talking about the black man couldn't be at home because the welfare visited the home.
No.
Okay,
If you're gonna quote me
that's
correctly.
true.
If you're gonna quote me correctly. You see, you went right in on the black men. If you're gonna quote me correctly.
No.
What happened in 1965, Shauna? What happened?
I said the black men couldn't be at home because the welfare visited the home.
Because why? Why was the welfare at the home? Why was the welfare at the home?
Huh?
Why was welfare in the home?
Because they wanted to see if the black man was there or
Why
not.
were they visiting the home, Shauna? They was visiting to look to see if the who lived by themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
If who?
The black woman that went and signed up for it.
They wanted to see if the woman was married to the
Not
man,
even
and
married.
he
If they
was
had a
at
man
home.
in a house at all. More than married.
Because it was a different time. The women had to depend on
So
the
the-
men.
So
Still
the
like
women,
that today. It's the same
it's
rule
like that
applies.
today. Y'all ain't doing shit by yourself. You see what I'm saying, Shauna? Y'all not doing shit by yourself. Y'all wait until 40 and 50 to try and get married, and it's not working for y'all. 'Cause you know why? Marriage is down. It's not working for y'all. Y'all
What does
still
that
need
have to
men.
do with 1965? That's
Because
why I'm
that's-
Accountability.
bringing that up.
Because that's where it
Recognizing there's a
started,
problem
Shauna.
here.
Yes, but then it changed. I mean, you
To what?
can't
It changed
say
to
the
what?
whole-
So things
It
improved?
changed.
What improved?
That was the problem back then.
What
Not
improved?
since the 80s, at
What-
least I
what-
know.
So it got better in the
So
80s?
much that now there's a group of black men trying to leave the country to find a wife. Make it
So
make sense.
thank you. So it got better since 1965. So from 1965 to 1985, that's 20 years. What happened? What improved? In our culture, what improved?
That's it going downhill. Can you see my view?
Society changed.
Society changed for the better for us?
Not at all.
I don't know.
You don't.
I
What do you
don't
mean you
know.
don't know? So why are you
You
arguing
don't
with me?
know?
Why are you arguing with me if you don't know?
You've been
Oh,
living
my
under a rock,
fucking God.
Shauna. Come on. Don't do that.
What?
You
I just
know.
played the clip from JT-Mo with Shorties was saying they don't want no man. And they don't want to marry the baby's father. That was 1986.
And now
Okay,
we
maybe
fucking
they
agree.
didn't want to get married.
Okay, no, that's not maybe.
that
They
particular-
didn't. So,
Maybe
Shauna,
that particular show,
Shauna.
they look for people that
Shauna.
didn't want to get married. You see
Shauna.
my point?
No, I don't. I asked
I
you
don't
what
think
happened
either
from
at all.
1965 to 1985. That's 20 years. I asked you, were we better off then? From 85 to 65, we were better off in 20 years? Yes or no?
Well, I think a little bit, yeah.
How? When marriage was down? How?
Well, I didn't see marriage down in the 80s.
Well, I did.
didn't.
Whoa. None of us was checking stats. We were like 10 and 12 years old. I'm telling you, based off the statistics and the
Based
facts.
off of what I know, and from what I've seen, at least in our community.
Baby, you never been all over the country. You've been in the Bronx a majority of your life. You don't know.
I said in our community. Did you just not hear me say
I'm talking
that?
about the black community as a whole in the United States of America. The stats show that marriage has declined from 65 until current.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, so why are you fussing with me when I said that this is a fucking problem? This is a problem.
You get that, then you get that.
There's
It's a
no
problem.
problem. There's no problem.
There's no problem, or is there a problem?
There is no problem.
What do you mean there's no problem? So we all right? The black community is fine right now?
There's still differences between now and 1980. There's
So we're better off
society
now?
has changed again.
We're better off now than we were in
I don't think we're better off now because everybody's bickering at each other and it's ridiculous.
Wait,
I
hold
think
on.
I said
No,
that
no,
It's
don't
way
do that.
deeper than that.
What do you mean?
No, I said that earlier on. In
No.
the
It's listen.
Everybody's at
But
each
I'm
other's
telling you,
throats
I'm
instead
showing
of
you.
trying to get together.
I'm showing you why there's a bickering. Because you're not listening. I asked you a question. Is the black community better off today than they were 30, 50 years ago?
I don't think so, because nobody's for each other right now.
So we're not better. We're worse now, yes?
Yes, but that's not only in relationships.
There is no yes, but. Okay, so we're not. We're not. Okay, so when I'm telling you that there's a problem, when I'm telling you 1 out of 4 black women will marry, when I tell you that 80% of women that are married, they're the ones leaving the fucking marriages, not the men. When I tell you that these women are out of line, they're out of pocket. When I tell you these things, when I tell you that their sons on a 3rd grade reading level and they're in 8th grade, and they spent over $1 billion in beauty products rather than investing in the education of their sons, I'm not making this up. I'm pointing out why we're losing in life. I'm pointing out why our numbers are down. I'm pointing this out. And the result is black men, it turns out we've been lied on, and what they've done is they've been more responsible with their seed, and they've now exploring their options in other countries, and that's a problem because they're not building a black family here in the States. You're saying that the men are the problem, and I'm saying that that's not the case. It's y'all. That's all I said.
Well, on the education, what you said about the education, that definitely is true. And I'm not just saying this about the black community, even though I know that's what you care about or whatever. I'm just saying.
You know, not whatever. Don't you, Shauna? Don't you care about the black community? It should just be whatever.
I literally get a Harvard education on YouTube. The parents were going, can't do the job of teaching my child. My child is failing at their subjects because I can't find anything to teach them with. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Niggas is flying to fucking Thailand tonight listening to you. Niggas is booking their flights right now. They're in their living rooms taking their passport pictures. Yo, this is crazy. Shauna, you know you just fussing with me to fuss? Because I'm bringing you facts, data, and statistics.
With you. Wait a minute. I disagreed with you.
Yeah, you did. And no one knows why.
What's the problem? What is the problem?
No. I'm talking about the points in when you disagreed with me. It's comical. This is comical. And
what is comical?
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why niggas is leaving. This is why niggas is leaving. I'm telling you, all I said was, you see, Shauna, what I'm saying is, in order to understand how we got here as a community, we have to understand where it started it. And we've pinpointed, I wasn't the only person that pinpointed this. We've pinpointed it. And the reason why it's important that we know is that if we fix this, we need to know how not to fall for the banana in the tailpipe again. Because if you don't understand how we got here, we're doomed to repeat the same sins. I don't want to repeat this shit.
Gotta see the signs.
Okay.
And you have to take accountability. I'm not on here just saying, oh, it's the women's fault, just to be difficult. Because for 2 decades or so, I thought it was the man's fault, because that's what I was told by the media.
It's not the men's fault either. It's both.
All right, you want to say both?
Okay, well, we already did the men, so now we're talking about the women since it's both. So we'll go with both. We'll just say it's both. So again, for the past 2-3 decades, it's been the men's fault. So now it's time to focus on the women. That's the point. Accountability. Word of the day.
You see what I'm saying, Sean? See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't deny this fact. I'm pulling up numbers from the CDC, from blackdemographics.com. And there's another video.
Yes, women have played their role in what's going on, of course.
Yeah. And all I said was, when the numbers came out, I said, whoa, it's not even 50-50, this men and women. It's not even 80-20. This shit is more like 90-10. And that's what I was saying. And it seems like every time I say that, a few of the sisters, it strikes y'all nerve. But you know what I put up with for more than over 2 decades? Oh, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't shit. And I'm like, they ain't talking about me. I'm the shit. I'm the shit. I'm that nigga. They mad at me because they let some bitch ass nigga slide up in them. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well,
I ain't got
that's
nothing to do
true.
with that.
That is true.
All right. And my friends, I got friends my age right now that ain't got no damn kids. Right now.
Okay.
And if they go out on a date, they be like, yo, went out with Shorty and Shorty thought there was something wrong with me because I ain't got no kids. My nigga Fern, he's divorced. He ain't make no babies because he had a sneaky suspicion about his wife. And he got that divorce.
I mean, if you have no kids and you're a man, I could understand that. Definitely.
Well, these are my points. You know how many women look at men like that, my age? Some a little younger. You ain't got no kids, is something wrong with you? No. He's been responsible with a seed.
Yes, there are women that look at it like that, but that's their warped thinking.
It's normalized, Shauna. That's my point. It's normalized. This warped thinking you're talking about is normalized. It got to the point where I used to work with this chick and, you know, just casual talk. Hey, how are you in the family? She got twins. She got a boy and a girl. I'm like, hey, how's the kids doing? Oh, the kids is fine. How's your child and your baby mama? I had to correct her. Wife. Say it with me. Wife. My wife. Oh, my wife? I don't have a baby mama. I have a wife. Because you know why? She got a baby daddy.
Okay.
And she had twins and she kept them the full term. That was her decision. See, but that's her reality. It's not mine. But unfortunately,
which I was saying before, that was,
unfortunately, her level of thinking, because she's about a decade younger than me, her form of thinking is normalized. See, I'm abnormal now. I'm abnormal. You understand? I'm abnormal. My friends are abnormal. You ain't got no kids. What you mean? You understand? What do you mean you ain't like Tupac? I wasn't a fan. I ain't hate him or nothing like that. I just wasn't a fan like that. Y'all start singing his praises when he got killed. The fuck out of here. You understand?
Right.
I'm abnormal.
Exactly.
I'm abnormal. And what I'm saying is, this ridiculous behavior has become normalized. We accept shit that's mediocre as excellence, and that's bullshit. You understand? Every child no child gets left behind. Little League, every child gets a fucking trophy. No, there's first place, second place, third place, and fourth place. You don't get shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if you're in second grade and you belong in second grade because you didn't learn your lessons, then I mean, you don't go to third. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But all I'm saying is, y'all seem to get mad at the statistics. And I'm telling you, I didn't make it up. You can go to 2016, 2010, 2018. The only percentages is maybe the change in a number. And I'm gonna play this brother's. Maybe Wednesday. I'm gonna play this brother. I'm gonna reach out to him. Medium Man. He broke down the numbers to a T. That's why I said it's 90-10 as of the end of 2022. And all of this, you want to say it's a shared responsibility? 90% to 10%? No, it's not shared, man. It's not shared. This is not a situation where it's in concert, where you drove the car, but your 4 friends ran in the bank and shot it up and killed 9 people. And because you drove the car, you're in concert with them. No, it's not. This is not the case. This is the case of women sleeping with the same guy. And these 10% of these dudes are responsible for like 90% of these women getting pregnant. And these women are single. They're not married. And they're spitting these kids out. Raising them by themselves.
Access and responsibility. I mean, access and opportunity.
Right. But I ain't capping for those chicks. I don't cap for those small amount of men that's doing that. But who's
and
wrong?
while that plays into that, it's still at the end of the day, it's the decision they make.
Right.
Regardless of what their environment is around them, you have a choice. There's women that grow up in that same environment that you're saying that do not grow up like that. That look at that dude like, I'm not fucking him. Absolutely not. He has 6 baby moms. No, I don't want to be your 7th. So that's just,
I agree with that.
You.
Shauna, the sad fact is, in our community, there's a majority of women that are single
making
mothers.
Bad decisions.
They're single mothers. They're single mothers by choice, and they have multiple children from multiple men.
I agree.
Right, and the amount of those women overshadow the amount of men that are slinging their ding-a-ling around. And the number is 90 to 10. I didn't make the number up.
I think women should stop letting strange men shoot up the club.
All right. Well, how about this? How about this? You got
Get
your
on
work
your
cut
show
out.
and say that.
That you need to go to these chats and say that and speak out to these women because
I
also
do.
Because
And
also
that's gross.
those women, those same women, were the ones getting on Kevin Samuels' show talking about I deserve a high value man. Do you know that all those arguments was about a high value man? Do you know what a high value man is? Most women didn't even know. And when he explained it, they say, oh yeah, well, I deserve that. With 3 kids from 2 different dudes, you deserve what? At 5'5", damn near 300 pounds, you deserve what?
With an
And he's like,
attitude
no.
like that, you deserve
With an
what?
attitude like that, you deserve what? Listen,
Raising
sis.
our kids like that, you deserve
Raising
what?
our kids, exactly. And then when he say, yo, look, pump your brakes. Let me give you a dose of reality. They hated him for it. Now the man's gone and left a legacy, but now men have stepped up and said, hey, man, you know what? No, he was right. Even women are stepping up and saying, no, he was right. All right. And now y'all are left with the Blizzard King. And he's kicking y'all women that co-sign that bullshit. He's kicking their ass, and it's bad. It's bad. Kevin Samuels was your last hope. Now y'all left with that, brother? Oh,
Kevin
no.
Samuels, I really, if you listen to what I have been saying, I didn't particularly not like him for what he was saying. I didn't like him because he was rude. He was rude. I'm sorry, and I didn't like him.
The callers weren't rude?
The message, or were you just focused on the messenger? Because that makes a difference.
Was you focused on him, or was you focused on him giving the same energy that was given to him?
Saying.
I did. I told you when he died. When he died,
so you're saying
I
you
even
focused
went
on
on
him.
Facebook and I put it on there. I was like, look, I don't care whether you like the man or not. Talking about the dead like that and wishing somebody dead, that's bad karma. I will not do it, and I will not listen to people do that.
Shauna, I firmly believe.
I went on other people's other people like this girl on here called Gossip Girl, and she goes through all of these things, and she had a couple of episodes on Kevin Samuels' death, and what the girls were saying in there was ridiculous. It was hard. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Well,
I have to admit.
Shauna, I firmly believe
that about men. I mean, saying that about that man.
And that's true. Flatboy plays. You see, y'all mistake rude with being direct, and we only know one way to be. And the time to coddle y'all feelings, that shit is come and gone. Not when
and
not
it's
when y'all allowing word.
If a
Not
black
when,
woman is being direct to a black man, it's okay. But now the shoe's on the other foot. It's a problem.
Say this because I'm tired of Demon Kennedy talking about I hate black men. No, I do not. No, I do not hate black men. Get out of here.
You gotta switch up your vocab because it sounds like it.
You gotta change up your
You can't
vocab,
say
baby.
that you don't care about a group of black men leaving to another country and then turn around and say, "But I care about my community."
That's interpreted very awful, babe, and that's what I'm trying to give you game right here.
Well, the interpretation is taken wrong. Period.
So say different things like, "I care about my community." Black men, what do you need? What do you want?
You need to go fuss with those ladies. Go fuss with those ladies. I'm being dead serious.
And he said it again. Demon Go take your horn someplace else. Demon is triggering me. I hate demons.
Well, stop getting triggered. What I'm saying is, Kevin Samuels gave the energy that was given to him, and he was being direct. And we only know one way to be. The time to coddle black women's feelings at this point, we ain't got time for that because we're losing. Not when 90% of y'all are pregnant by only 10% of these Pookies and Ray Rays. And the other 90% of men that are worth a damn, now some of them are leaving the country. It's gotten that bad. And what my question to the black community, the black women were, wait a minute, do y'all like us? Do y'all even want to grow the community? And based off of what I'm seeing, no, y'all don't. You see why I took that personal when y'all say, oh, well, bye, leave, whatever the fuck, y'all. And you got on here and you said it tonight. Oh, they're leaving because they want to leave. No, they did not want to leave. But they did not want to leave at first, Shauna. That's what I'm saying.
You said at first, but they made the decision.
They made a decision. Why? Why'd they make the decision? Why'd they make a decision?
Because they wanted to.
No. See? No accountability. There you go.
They felt, they felt that what was here that for them is not what they
What's here
wanted.
for them? I just told you 90% of these women got multiple babies by only 10% of men. What are these black men staying here for? Go. Tell me.
So they don't want that. So they're leaving. So that's their decision.
All right. So
is the women who want to sleep with these nothing ass niggas. Isn't that their decision? Right? It's the same thing.
So they're leaving because it's the black woman's fault now, right? That's my whole point.
So is the women who are having the babies. Look,
all right, so they're leaving.
It's not easy on the body.
So if they are leaving,
I've never had one, but abortion, I've known a couple of people who have.
If these men are leaving, whose fault is that?
Right. Let's skip before the abortion.
They want to leave.
It's their fault. So what are they supposed to do? Stay with these overweight, multiple baby daddy having women? This is what they're supposed to stay for?
Attitude, loud, don't care about it.
Attitude, loud, no accountability.
With my hand out, what can you do for me?
They're supposed to stay for that? Shauna? They're supposed to stay for that?
If they don't like it, they can leave.
So they're leaving. So they're leaving because the quality of women here are bad. Yes.
And caring about your community, you should.
Wait, hold on. You said according to them. I'm asking according to you.
I don't think that all women are bad. No, and I don't.
Holy shit! That's not what I asked you. Holy shit. I didn't ask you if all women are bad. I just gave you the numbers. I keep using that number, 90.
He's not saying all black women are bad.
You know, when these guys decide to leave, they're not looking at numbers. They're going by their personal experiences.
Oh my God, Shauna, you need shut the fuck up.
Bullshit.
You need a shut the fuck up card, like in soccer. You know the yellow card. You need a shut the fuck up card.
Bullshit.
I do think.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Had personal experiences with females that turned out bad, and they don't like it, and they want to leave. They want something new.
Or they're smart like me and they can read. And they're saying, why am I going out on these dates and I'm meeting the same type of black woman? And then they turn on Google and they go to Google and they're saying, oh, there's a problem. 90% of these bitches ain't shit. And they don't want to change. So what am I to do? Oh man, I'm gonna go look in Africa somewhere. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you again, Shauna. If you know that 90% of these women, according to the statistics, ain't shit, why are these men leaving?
I don't know about 90%, but all I know is that if the guys want to leave and they decide to leave, they don't like what the women here have to offer.
What do black women here have to offer, Shauna?
Women have different things off. I feel, another thing thing I see, the more that the women were able to be independent and
What
be
the
able
fuck?
to find it. Listen,
Donna, you sounding a little slow. I'm gonna be honest. Like, come on, love.
Independent? Why would a man want an independent woman?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I see that since women were able to survive out here without a man, that's also when.
How's that working out for them?
Right, who's
How's that
surviving?
working? What are you talking about, rise without a man? How's that working out? Did you hear anything I said earlier?
I did.
So what do you mean? Women are not better off to look. As far as freedom is concerned, y'all are free to do whatever the fuck y'all want to do today than y'all was back in the 60s. I'll say that. But with that, but wait, hold on. With that freedom, what have y'all done? Y'all accumulated hundreds of thousands of dollars in college debt. Y'all have fucking bunch of baby daddies instead of husbands. Y'all are fucking overweight. You want me to go on?
What does overweight have to do with being
What
independent?
man wants a woman that's overweight?
The same way you wouldn't want a nigga that was overweight.
Big women, heavy women. There's a lot of men that do.
But niggas is getting passports and leaving. You talking about there's a lot of men that do. You know what they do? They like to fuck on y'all and impregnate y'all and not stay with y'all and pookie y'all out and ray y'all out. But no, they're not putting a wedding ring on your goddamn finger. I can't believe I'm having this conversation with you.
Right.
Okay.
That's the main part. Like, come on.
This is
now.
crazy.
I'm not going to argue with that.
The Nile
because
is a river in
telling you
Egypt.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And watch this. Watch this. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Shauna, how's that working out for you right now?
It worked out fine for me.
So you have a man.
We already went through this. I'm not going through my whole couple of situations.
You don't have it. So no. It's either you have a man or you don't. Black Vision here is married. The sister that just left, she's married. So now I'm asking you, do you have a man? Yes or no?
I don't ever want to get married. I never did. Anybody who's known me since.
Okay, all right. So you've never wanted to get married. So you really don't give a shit about the procreation of this of our community anyway, because you're not contributing.
There are enough people with enough children that me not having a child is not going to matter.
What the fuck?
Right.
Okay. Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Cell, the Cash App. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Shauna, you have a good night. You and Demon Kennedy, y'all have me laughing.
Demon needs to take his horns and go back to HE double hockey stick.
HE double hockey stick.
Take off your beer goggles and realize that it's time to hold our black women accountable, Shauna.
Y'all holler at you. Later, man. I'm going to take this show, I'm going to bury it with a shovel and then bury the shovel. Jesus Christ. You know what? This made my dick itch. I think I got gonorrhea from listening to her. I got burnt.
I lost a few brain cells and I smoked, so that does a lot.
I'm dumber. I'm dumber now. I don't know how to shut down my computer. I don't even know how to spell my name right now. This is well, listen, when is you going live tomorrow, sis?
What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yeah, me, Platt, and Kay.
Good, man. What time y'all going? What time y'all going on?
7:30 my time, Mountain Standard Time.
So I'm 2 hours up on you, right?
Yeah, I think.
So so that's 9:30.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah, because Kay's out east and it's 9:30 for her.
I bet I'll be 2 hours up on you, so I'll be in the chat.
All right,
man. Salute to you, sis. Man, I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Anytime.
Most definitely, man. I'm doing a Zoom meeting.
It's a slow crawl, but we gonna get there. I still have faith in our community. I love my black people. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm doing my part. We just all got.
And I appreciate you, and I appreciate your husband.
be a
Thank you,
part of
guys.
the change we wish to see.
No doubt, man. I'm doing a Zoom meeting next week, Sunday. I'm doing a Zoom next week, Sunday. So, you know, the cat's creating content. Let's get up and let's put in some work. Oh man, this was great, man. Salute to y'all. I'll have y'all back definitely, man. And I'll be back.
Shauna,
I don't
Lord
know,
help
man.
that poor woman. Is she telling me that?
I can't.
She probably thinks I'm crazy. This bitch.
No,
This
it's
old
just that
me ass.
this what happens when the loonies start running the asylum, and that's what happened with these sisters, man. And it started in 1965. So let's pray for our community. Black Vision, salute to you. High five your husband, and I'll catch y'all on the rebound, man. Peace.